Live.
Hello. Hi. Welcome.
Hey.
Hello.
Welcome, Internet.
Oh,
How are y'all
there
doing?
we are. Good job, Internet. You're here too. Just
Talking
like
to the internet, or are you talking to us?
You know,
Could be
yes.
anything.
Can the answer
We're
be
all
yes?
Internet.
Yeah.
Hi, Internet. You,
I
Internet.
am internet.
We
He,
Internet.
she, we,
Yeah.
Internet.
We as internet are doing well.
Guys, Twitch, hello. Players, hi. How the heck
Hello.
are you? Are you excited?
Yeah.
I mean, could any of us just know more about how to play
Good.
D&D
Man.
5e? I mean, could we know more as a group? I
mean,
don't
I
think
only-
I've ever seen
I
a more
only
ready
played
group.
for years and stuff, but it's been a while.
Yes.
So
It's
Yeah.
the last thing that I GM'd for 5e was a quick little pickup, like the goofiest homebrew thing that I did in a while, and I did it in Florida, and it was about Florida. Like the game was about Florida. And that was real loosey goosey. And guess what?
So maybe it was an edge case, is what we're saying.
It's fine. And it was fabulous. Yeah, Littlefoot was there. But I say that to say it's been a minute since I have DM'd, GM'd, whatever, some 5e. So everybody be patient, be nice. If you have a suggestion on how something was done incorrectly, let me know in the chat. Players, if you know that I did something wrong, like holler it out. I'm a big fan of GM Fiat, so we'll see if I take it under advisement.
see if she listens.
And let's tell the truth,
Hey,
we're all
listen,
going to
yes.
make mistakes here.
And some of us already have. Before the stream started, I was like, I play a lot of 5e. I can help. And by the way, here's a rule I know to be true. And then immediately we discovered, dear reader, it was not true. No. Best of luck
It was
to all
true
of us.
in your heart, Anne.
Yeah, it was
A
how
tale as
I've been
old as
doing it.
time.
Yeah.
Oh man. So we're gonna go around real quick. I just had to get all my little nervous jitters out there. If you're first time joining us, hello, welcome to STF and Friends. We have 3 of our STF cast members on the top there. We've got Josh Richard. Josh Richard, such a slave.
Josh Richard.
Yeah.
Josh Richard.
Josh Richard.
It's Josh Richard.
Josh Richard, how are you doing tonight?
I'm good. Better after that.
Okay, well, that's what I'm here for. And we also have Dustin. Hi, Dustin. Robinette. Did I say it right?
It is me. Yes, you have to curl that R really hard.
I assumed that was the case.
Robinette.
Yes.
Like that.
So, yeah, and then I'm Emily. Hi. We are all STF, but the important people here are our guests, our friends. We have the incomparable, fantastic, beautiful Anne Richmond. How are
Okay,
you?
I was like, which one of us is it going to be? It could
Honestly,
be
we're both
either
there.
I
one.
don't know. I like to build suspense.
Hi, everybody. I'm Anne Richmond, aka Hearth Singer, the head bard in charge wherever people will let me be in charge. This is not one of those cases, which is nice. I run Hearth Singer Tales, which is a podcast where I do kind of an anthology of adventures set in different systems. Our first 2 seasons of the show are on a Feywild themed romp that I have created called Courts of Crystal, and it's fun and it's cool and it's out there, and I urge you to find it. I'll throw the link in chat. But yeah, that's who I am. You can find me as Hearthsinger so many places on the internet, and I encourage you to do so.
Mm-hmm.
That
And
is-
everyone loves a good romp.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I love those.
Especially with the pay.
Yeah.
Get risky.
Eyebrows,
You may
eyebrows.
also know me from the Lost Mountain Saga, which is a Vassan actual play podcast run by my good friend Ellie DiLorenzo, friend of the show.
Friend of the
Oh.
show. Cool cat all around.
Friend of the world.
Great mama. She's super adorable. Adam, I'm adjusting my volume. Does that sound any better? Is that too much?
Make
Is that
sure you're the
acceptable?
loudest. Lord
Is
over
that
us.
all right?
I can hear you just fine.
Okay.
Yeah, good on my end.
My mic has been moved out of position a little bit because of my crazy setup right now. I'll have to take a picture and post it to Discord. It's bonkers. You know what else is bonkers? How amazing. Our next guest is, oh my gosh. She's a queen. She rules. She's basically the greatest thing since sliced bread,
I
Claire.
do like bread. Ah, hello. I am so nervous, excited to be here. Big fan of everybody here. Yes, call me Claire, otherwise known as Queen Beatrix in many elite and exclusive circles like Instagram and Twitch. They don't just let everybody on. I definitely, yeah, you had to get past that door guy to get in. So yeah, Queen
It's
Beatrix.
fine.
Yeah, Claire is good too. I still consider myself a new and blossoming nerd. Haven't played very much D&D 5e, played a lot of Pathfinder, love things like Delta Green. I'm more of like a video game kid. I've been doing that for a long time, and I go to Gen Con, and I love it. So go to Gen Con. I'll be working, I'll have my vest. I'll hug you, probably. And yeah, I'm very excited. And I might be nervous. It's gonna be great. Yay!
I love the I'll hug you, probably, maybe. I might
I was
hug you.
backtracking. I was backtracking on being respectful of people's boundaries, which I am. I promise. I'm just loud and intense, but I'll listen to you also.
I appreciate that intensity. Guys, I'm so freaking happy that you're here. I'm gonna do my best, my level best, to keep this semi-pseudo safe for work. You know, I'm not going to actively
Interesting.
try and be raunchy.
Can you
Interesting.
define what semi-pseudo safe for work is, so we know where the line is?
Well, that's
Safe
just
for what
it.
kind of work?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Well, there you go.
can you give an example that's right on the line, like right, almost crossing it?
I can't.
Very
I can't.
specific.
We got to find the
Okay.
line, Dustin. That's really
Okay.
what this is going to be about.
So we're going to
I've
find the
never
line,
found
and
one.
somebody is just going to leap across it.
Someone's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
march on
And
over.
it's
gonna be
not
an
going to be
accident.
me, she said
Oh,
lyingly.
Chat is just
And-
like saying nobody believes that. That's
and
a lie.
wiggled all of her horniness out to quote her words.
Listen, I did, but it's a short refractory period. Oh,
That's science terms. That's
She's
not
revving
even
back
close
up,
to
fans. So everybody, buckle up.
It's gonna be great.
the
Oh my gosh. Speaking of buckle up. Oh, I will say this before we get too far. We are going to be doing a dice giveaway at the when we come back from our break. So, haha, you have to stick around to listen and watch at least half of the session if you want to be entered to win the dice giveaway from the fantastic Norse Foundry. I'll even show you real quick what we're going to be giving away. It's pretty neat, actually, because... so, if you don't know, this game is about kobolds. All of the players are playing kobolds. And so we thought it appropriate to give away a die that would be kind of big for anybody, but especially a kobold. This is a boulder from Norse Foundry. It is the E-Robs, tell me if I say this wrong. Is this fool's gold? Or is this... I have completely spaced
No,
out.
solid golds. Yes.
So yeah, it is very shiny. It's very gold, and we're going to be giving it away. And if you don't know, a boulder is like a big old honking D20.
Which one is
Nice.
it? Because I've got two Norse Foundry boulders. And one of them might actually be considered a boulder here and here.
Are those
Here
the
too,
stone?
One is stone. The like black and red one is
Dead
stone
man's gold.
Dead man's
And then-
gold. Sorry, thank you.
Fancy.
compared to a normal.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can see kind of
Look at
like
those
the
precious gemstones.
progression of size.
Yeah.
Oh.
But anyways, we'll be giving those away after the break, so stick around. It'll be fun. Let's get into it because I'm super excited. I will say thank you so much. It is September here on Twitch, and thank you so much for all of the people who have recently subbed or resubbed. We really greatly appreciate you. Man, y'all ready? I'm ready to do
Yeah.
No, but let's do it.
No, but let's do that. I like that energy. That's the kind of energy I'm here for.
Learn.
So, this is going to be weird. I said this earlier, just to reiterate, nailed it.
We had a
We had a wait.
We had a wait. You know what I'm saying?
Let me read it away.
We had a wait.
away.
This is going to be kind of loosey-goosey. I'm a very rule of cool GM, so I'm looking at you, Finder. Anybody else out there who is like really rules lawyery, I'm sorry in advance. But we're going to have fun. That's what we're here to do. So, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm also going to go ahead and apologize because I have 2 different computers that I'm working off of. So I'm probably going to screw some things up periodically. So sorry in advance. I'm going to turn this music down a little bit. We're going to get into it.
All right.
You're doing great. Thanks, Adam.
So kind.
All right. We begin our adventure on a dusty, sad-looking tavern. The camera zooms forward towards the door, and just as it's about to go through the keyhole, it stops. Draws back, further, further, further. You see the town of Helmsfield. Everybody's walking around. Everything seems lovely. No problems here. We keep pulling back. We keep pulling back. And then we drop down. Down into the ground. Low, low, low. Past rock and rubble and stone. Into the deep bowels of the earth. We find ourselves in tunnels. As we meander through these tunnels, we start to hear the yipping, yapping, gibbering of what can only be assumed to be kobolds. We come around a corner into a large cavern where we see a group of kobolds. And we're going to go ahead and put you guys on a map.
To the mouse.
The map.
To the map.
That seems ominous.
It's totally fine. Don't even worry about it. Meow.
Can't believe we're not starting in a tavern.
I know. I did that on purpose because I just wanted to mess with y'all.
I loved it.
I was like, they think they're going to be in a tavern. They don't even know. They don't even know. Those fools. All right.
Rules.
Yeah. All right. Can everybody see the map? You see your tokens? Cool beans.
I can see the map, but no tokens.
Token.
You can't
Down at the
see a
bottom.
token?
Oh, wait. I just
They're
had
at
to
the
scroll
bottom.
down.
Okay. I was like,
Yep.
yeah, it's a big old
big
map.
map.
I'm going to go ahead and
It's a
tell
big one.
you there's a lot of big maps in here. I like big maps, and I cannot lie.
Cannot lie. Good.
Finding that line.
You know, we got to start somewhere. Got to start somewhere. All right. I'm going to pull this down here so I can actually read it, because that's important. In this cavern, you see massive piles of gold. You see lumps of treasure here, there. You see some kobolds sitting on it, just reclining in the gold. What you have stumbled upon, essentially, viewer, listener, is the lair of the Dragon Queen. And I'm going to do my best to say her name. And it's going to be fun. The Dragon Queen, Eramanthel Yavraxina. Say that 3 times fast.
Yeah.
Said Aravantha?
Eramanthel Yavraxina.
Aramantha. Okay.
Mantel Yavaraxana.
Nailed
It's
it.
in the notes, but I'm still trying to write it and see how close I got. Good.
It's a good time. I'm gonna drop it in chat, in the Twitch chat,
Yep.
just because I want
Please do.
y'all to
Call
see.
her Manthe for short. Miss Manthe.
I mean, whatever you want. She's a fearsome red dragon, and this is her lair, her horde. It is one of the largest dragon hordes in the world. And you are the kobolds in charge of taking
Right.
care of her lair. We see 2 kobolds in particular that are bickering back and forth at each other, and crowds start to kind of gather around this argument taking place. Oops. You see... Sorry, gang. Okay. You see one ancient-looking kobold. You know his name to be Zigil. Not Sigil, but Zigil. He is so old. The oldest among you. 22 years old.
Ancient.
Yes, ancient. The cause of his longevity is unknown, but boy, he just sticks around. He is sitting atop one of the piles, yelling across at another younger kobold named Char. You hear,
Brothers and sisters, those filthy blue scales have finally crossed the line. We've been expecting this to happen for a long time now. Days! We've recently discovered we could use our speaking stone to eavesdrop on the filthy blue scales. Ha! Those imbeciles had forgotten to switch theirs off. And I have heard with my own ears the extent of their wickedness. I heard them say the queen is dead. I heard them say that we no longer minions but masters. But wait, it gets worse. They have looted Vault 9, which they were supposed to be guarding, and they have armed themselves with tons of magical stuff. They have sent out teams of their elite warriors. One is coming for our own Vault 17. The other is going for the big pile itself.
the gathered kobolds erupt in outrage and cries and yips and yaps.
We have only one choice, Char goes on. We must send a team of our own to loot Vault 17, to arm themselves with magical stuff, and to crush the filthy blue scales once and for all. Perhaps it's also time for us to open the chest.
The gathered Redscales wonder how to respond. Zigil, the elder, steps up and climbs towards the group with his cane. He's adorable.
What you're proposing is treachery. The Dragon Queen. We must fight the Blue Scales, I agree, but we must not touch the Queen's treasures.
And essentially, at this point, the kobolds in the group start to sort of faction off. There is the one group who wants to take the fight to the Blue Scales and take the goods for themselves because the queen has been gone for days. As far as you guys know, she's dead. No word, no knowledge of what's going on. And these two leaders, essentially, are providing two options. You all are a higher echelon of kobold. You are kind of the upper tier, as it were. What do you think about this? In fact, why don't we go around real quick and let's talk about what your characters look like. How about Anne? You want to go first, Anne?
Sure. So, Wretch is tall for a kobold, which is to say, not very tall by human standards, but she stands sort of maybe like half a head over many. And the most notable thing about her is that her red scales seem to err more on the side of like a magenta at the tips. They're dappled with a few blue scales across the shoulders, across the high points of her ridge, and her sort of schnoz is the technical term, I believe. And she wears these, for as tall as she stands, she's just wearing the most ripped and shredded, threadbare purple robes. And they are open at her chest to reveal several what look like glowing red gemstones that are embedded there. Her eyes are very intently taking in the power dynamic between these two kobolds and darting about with interest to kind of sum up if she's the only one who's considering stepping forward to take on this challenge.
Okay.
Oh, she's got, I should say, she has just like the biggest book purse. Like it's like a strap, and then it looks like it's like a kid going to school who wanted to be cool and not have a backpack and doesn't know that like the back problems that will haunt them for the rest of their lives. I don't know anyone who did this, me.
Not me, for
but
sure.
who has just like a big side satchel type bag, but it's not a bag at all. It is this huge grimoire.
Very cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love that. Okay, let's say Dustin, you want to go?
Sure.
Okay, let's do it.
My little kobold is little, like most kobolds. Not as big as Wretch, about average size. But he is on the older side. He'd say probably about 18 and a half.
Ooh.
He used to have bright purple scales, but over time it's kind of muted to almost gray. I imagine that the first time you see him, he is probably just one of the people just like lounged in Burt Reynolds pose and like some of the gold, you know, with like a gourd of like some kind of foul fermented like mushroom juice or whatever, you know, and he's just like and just like listening to what's going on. But to fit that theme of just this guy sitting and drinking, what he's dressed in is mostly just rags, like earthen colored rags that are stained, and he's got hand wraps and foot wraps with what looks to be other gourds and like brewing supplies, like just like sat near him, you know. And he, being the old veteran kobold, doesn't like the idea that we can just go into Vault 17, you know, and just take the mistress's gold and equipment, you know. We should just leave it be, as he's like lounging on the gold, you know.
Very opinionated for such a chill pose. Okay, I like it. Okay. Got one going in one direction here, I see. Josh, what about you?
So Rags, Rogue, is a little bit younger. I'm not entirely sure, since you said, 22 was considered ancient?
Yes.
He's probably like 6 or 7. So mature, but not like old.
Certainly an adult.
Mature, but not wise.
Yeah, gotcha.
And so his skin is kind of ambiguously purple-ish, leaning a little bit towards the reds. He's wearing discarded clothing, or patchwork clothing, discarded from scraps that he's found in the treasure pile, or the hoard, that he's kind of fashioned to fit himself, because, you know, he's a kobold. He can't go shopping. And he is missing his left ear, or not entirely, but in a tussle when he was a little bit younger, like the top upper half of his left ear ended up getting sheared off.
Oof, poor baby.
Yep.
Does he have any opinion on the goings on of the two factions?
His opinion. So a thing that I read, and I'm not sure how accurate this is, but a thing I read is that kobold names are kind of fluid, and based on things that happen or things that they own, their names can change. So he wants to literally go from rags to riches.
Nice.
So he might be on board with stealing?
He's on board.
Oh,
He's on
boy.
board with getting his.
Oh boy.
I don't even think I said my character's name. I don't think I did.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
His name is Crick.
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 Like a crick in the neck.
Yeah.
Love it.
Like Crick.
I love it. All right, Claire, tell us about your kobold.
Crunch the Magnificent. So a little taller, he's pretty beefy for a kobold. If kobolds could have button chops, he's got some like little like scales, kind of like a little beardy. He's got a battle axe. He's like also, we heard, you know, everyone's everyone hates the terrible blue vermin, but he's a little purpley red as well. Battle axe, again, some piecemeal armor, maybe looted a battle that happened with much larger creatures, and tells many tales about how he was there and really turned the tides of the battle. Everyone else is kind of milling around, paying attention, a little bit chaotic. He's standing at attention, looking like ready to salute someone or be given an order, maybe a little more structured than everyone else, and has this sheepskin cloak on, which is absolutely just like a cut off piece of something that probably looked very cool, that he thinks looks amazing and is ragged as hell. And what he thinks on his back is a javelin is just a stick, because he is small. He can't have a whole javelin. That's crazy. So Grunge is ready. Anything that defies good military tactics and structure is probably a bad call, and I respect the chain of command. So we do not loot the queen's gold.
Oh, we are not going to get along.
Okay. That's well, we'll figure it out. I like you seem nice, so we'll communicate on this later.
So you guys are kind of standing around, sort of listening, taking in this sort of argument, and essentially these are the arguments that are put forth. So Zeal is the older kobold, and he essentially says, we've guarded these treasures for our entire lives, as have our ancestors. We can't give in to greed now. We have to be better than the blue scales. And I will bring this up. This is an interesting tidbit. All the kobolds in this layer are essentially purple. But they have the interesting juxtaposition, and there's the blue scales and the red scales, and neither shall they ever meet, but in fact they're all basically purple. So, fun fact.
Categorically untrue. The blue vermin are definitely more blue than us. Red will reign superior.
And then he also says, if we touch anything that we're not supposed to, the Dragon Queen will have her revenge, essentially. Whereas Char says, the filthy blue scales will show us no mercy. We either loot and arm ourselves or we die. We must use the Dragon Queen's treasures in order to protect her treasures. The Dragon Queen is probably dead anyway, so it doesn't matter. His last argument is,
Also, I heard they've got a magical sword made of darkness.
So
At this, Wretch will step forward, and she's kind of like doing that villainy
maniacal hand twisting.
maniacal hand gesture, and she says, well, I cannot help but support this theory that we must protect our glorious mistress's treasures.
I love this.
Surely she shouldn't mind if we did a little bit of borrowing just for a short time to make sure that, those filthy blue scales don't steal what's rightfully hers, not ours. But also,
I really
what-
like the way you think. lot.
Thank you. I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Oh, I'm Rags.
Rags. Rags, I'm Wretch.
Borrowing is probably okay. That's if the blue scales come to kill us, we must be ready to fight to the death. Borrowing.
I like your passion.
What are you hatchlings talking about?
Oh,
Are y'all talking about betraying the mistress?
We're
Nah,
talking
nah,
about
not at all.
protecting what's hers.
Well, I'm all for that.
Just using her stuff so we can protect her.
Wait,
Exactly.
no.
Okay.
We're supposed to. It says it in the Kobold Charter. We're supposed to guard, not borrow.
But you one
Well-
of those
Sure,
that
it
can
says
read.
somewhere.
You can read.
I'm assuming that's what it says.
And what would happen were we to not borrow these gifts that belong rightfully, of course, to the mistress? Praise to her name. What would happen if we
Praise.
didn't borrow those things and we simply tried to defend it ourselves and perished? Well, what then, my old friend?
I love you, Anne.
We would die honorably.
This
yes.
one has a point. This hatchling has a point, I guess. I mean, she's gone. She won't know. We'll put it out. We'll put it all back where
Put
we
it
found
all
it.
right back where we found it, I'm sure. Now, that shadow sword that you were talking about, you want to give me a few more details on that, just, so I can look after it. It seems important to our mistress.
Yes, we must be able to identify it readily. Good thinking.
The one of the blue scales took it. I don't know who's got it, but that's what I heard, that it's a sword made of darkness, and it sounds pretty cool, but I don't know where it is exactly. We'll have to go find it.
And at
Curse
this,
those blue scales.
Curse them. You're right. Curse them.
Gazoon tight, old man.
Good. Good.
He takes a big swig of his gourd.
And he spits.
so the rest of the Redscales around you, who are kind of more the peons, I suppose you'd say, they're kind of like looking back and forth and trying to decide which way, what should we do, what should we do. What I would like for y'all to do is, if you've come to a decision, go ahead and make a persuasion check. Like, they've just heard you talking about this. You seemed very passionate about it. So whoever wants to take the lead here, you can take.
I would be happy to persuade.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm charming as all heck, but I'm pretty all right in that department.
All right.
Oh, no. I have rolled a not all right number, though, which is a problem.
Oh, no.
I believe it's second chances. Give me 1 second. Sorry.
It's all good.
I'm really hoping there's like a meaty number under persuasion here. Oh, there's not. All right. Is it 10 good? Is 10 good in this game?
10 isn't quite good enough.
What's this game we're playing?
What is
10 is good.
Sorry, where am I? A 10 anywhere else is like, that's it. That's the top number, right? Not quite for this instance, though. You do see a few of the other Redscales kind of like, yeah, I mean, okay. I mean, I get it. Maybe, but that doesn't quite do it. So, would someone else like to attempt it? I'll even let you aid if you want, because y'all have all been talking to each other.
Yeah, I'll gladly attempt.
What's y'all's modifiers?
I've got a +7 to persuasion.
Oh,
shit. You should have been doing that the whole time.
Hey, and you just took it and ran with it. I was just going to see what happened.
I like
Listen, I think we've all learned an important lesson today.
I think I'm probably dumb enough that I think my +0 is very good. So I will probably attempt to
not a negative.
Aid. It's very true. That's a very glass half full. I like that. It's good.
Hey, quick question. How do you aid in 5e?
I was
advantage.
Is it rolling with advantage?
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I straight up was like, I don't know. I don't know
got you.
anymore. This is going to be a joint GMing session.
If we are rolling with advantage, I rolled a 14 and an 18, so +7.
You know
Makes
what?
me 25.
That is so resounding. I want you to say real quick, just like a couple sentences. What do you say to all these like confused and scared Redscales around you who are just like,
She's not dead. We just got to beat the other guys. Let's go.
Oh,
It brings a tear to my eye.
It's so simple. It's so obvious. Of course. It's just got to do it.
Zigil, the older kobold, is like a little distraught at this. Like, he kind of sinks down into the gold pile, and he's like,
the queen will be so disappointed. You will all rue the day. Rue!
And he seems really excited that he knows the word rue. The other younger kobold, Char, comes up and says,
wonderful. Great. Oh, this is going to be so good. Oh, gosh, we're going to take it to those filthy blue scales, and they're not even going to know what hit them. Okay, so here we go.
Zoom tight.
Thanks. What?
he pulls out a map, basically, of the dragon's lair. And it is a fairly large lair, as you all know. And he says,
I think that the first thing that you should do, well, actually, the first thing you should do.
And he looks over his shoulder at, like, the biggest pile in this room. And this is just y'all's location. This is just your area. This is one cavern of the lair. And it has one large pile with a chest on top of it. And he says, we've guarded this chest forever. There's got to be something in there that'll help you on your journey. We gotta open it before you leave. You gotta open the chest. And I'm gonna move you back to the map. Boop. So as you can see on the map, this is just the lower section. Let me move this so I can actually see what I'm showing. You start in the Redscales layer, and that branches off into 3 different corridors. One leading to what he shows you is the monster wing, where you know that the various other attendants of the Dragon Queen, salamanders, and the such have captured various monsters and brought them to use as essentially additional security throughout the lair. So that's the monster wing. He says we could go there and get some of the monsters to take and help you in your fight. And then there's also the riddle room, which he says, I wouldn't go in there. And he looks around at the others. I don't know if you guys know this, but we aren't very smart, most of us. And nobody's ever been able to figure out the riddle. I don't know, maybe you guys will be smarter. But I wouldn't go there. That seems a waste of time. But you definitely gotta go to Vault 17. That's gotta be the number one thing after opening this chest. Is go to Vault 17 and arm yourselves with all of the magic stuff there. So.
And Char, I assume you were the one to whom we speak about this charter. That is you that wrote it. Yes. Okay, good. That's what we're looking at. The charter. Good.
Yeah, sure. And like he's just like gets really confused for a second, but then he sort of just like pushes through. He's like, whatever. Oh no, I've moved my screens around and now everything's. Okay, there you are. So yeah, you guys know that your main objective is to get to Vault 17 before the blue scales and get the goodies out of there. But first, there is the chest to deal with.
Old timer, after you.
Oh, thank you. Very, very, very good manners on the younger generation. So step 1 was to open the chest and then to hit the vault. Did I get that right?
1, 2, yeah.
1, 2. Okay, let's get this chest open.
Okay.
I don't know what comes after 2, but yeah,
Branch
1, 2.
kind of lifts his axe up like
Two's enough. We don't need to
My
count to more
accent
than that.
was going to be completely different, but then right when Anne had that
Sorry.
sweet southern
The gravitational pull was too
accent, I
strong.
couldn't. It was like, No, I'm a southern old man.
So you guys
Like the left.
have always stayed away from the chest, so you don't really know anything about it. It's like the biggest piece of treasure in here, essentially, apart from all the gold.
Mm-hmm.
Who's gonna go? What you gonna do about that?
I think it's Crick, right?
Beauty before age, my dear.
Oh, well, all right then. And she's like just waiting for any excuse to open this giant treasure chest. And she weakly attempts to open it.
You can tell immediately it's locked. Like there's no give whatsoever.
She's like, "This is a very fine piece of craftsmanship. Is there, just a sassy little key waiting around for anything?" Or You're very tricky.
Weirdly enough, you know of no key. None of you are aware of any key for this chest. It's wild. It's like the Dragon Queen doesn't want you to get in there or something. It's funny.
I understand, but we're gonna have to make an exception here. And she like looks at her friends. She says, "Can anybody, chop in or unlock things that like to stay closed?"
Maybe chop. Maybe.
Rags from behind, like staying behind the rest of the group, hands in pockets, shoulders kind of slumped, is just like, fine, I can do it, I guess. I'll try.
Be a dear.
And
I'll try next if you get it.
Try and pick the lock.
Okay.
Can you aid that?
don't know.
No, he's got his thieves' tools.
Yeah, I've got my thieves' tools. If anybody
Unless
has,
we have like guidance or something,
Yeah.
we can aid that kind of check.
I don't think we have.
You
a cleric,
can't just be
though,
a good
so.
hype man for a lock.
You can. You
Look
absolutely
how
can.
good you're hyping that. That lock is turning so good. Woo!
Mm-mm, mm-mm. I don't think a
More
nine's
subtle.
gonna do it.
More subtle. Yeah.
You break one of your picks, and like, God, it's just, oh man, really seems
Cool.
like they don't want you to get in here. It's wild.
Cool,
I mean,
cool,
you
cool,
can
cool,
certainly
cool,
try again. Lock's not going anywhere.
cool. Let me double check, make sure how thieves' tools work, because I've only got one.
I mean, it's all good. Like, it flavor broke. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Someone just passes one across the crowd.
Yeah.
Like, here's mine.
Yeah.
See, to be fair, a number of us here have been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate 3, and I
Yep.
don't think that's how it works in actual 5e.
No, you don't just get a pile of
pile of
disarmed
thieves' tools.
things
Yeah.
or thieves'
Yeah,
tools and be
disarmed
like,
tools.
yeah, however long it takes.
Yeah.
Just get on
All
there.
right, well, I'll try it again. Better with a 17.
Oh, that does it. Yeah. You
Hey.
hear it go click.
Oh.
You want to hit it now? You can hit
Yes.
it now. I mean, just smack it once. For good measure. Just smack the chest. Make sure it opens.
Wait.
Oh.
That was just a preparatory, yeah.
I think I missed. As it's like,
It's
Very
huge chest. I think I missed it. You whack the chest with your axe, and it doesn't really do it. It kind of like glances off of it. This is like a metal chest.
Yeah.
Hey,
Like-
good job. And then Rags goes to open it.
Yeah.
oh, look, I did it. Yes.
As,
Fine work.
as you open the chest, Rags, go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
As
It's +2.
Oh.
as the chest opens and this gas goes and spurts into your face.
How's
Oh.
15?
Meets beats
Yeah.
to not be poisoned for an hour.
Great.
So that's pretty handy.
Crick starts laughing. He's like,
I would like to use my Eldritch Sight to just like understand this, whether this was magical or a trap or a magical trap.
What is that? Is that just a
So-
innate ability?
Yeah, so my as a warlock, spoilers,
Uh-huh.
I can detect magic at will without expending any kind of spell slot. So that means I would know what type of magic just went off, like what school,
Gotcha.
if it was, or if there are any particularly magical items in the area, they would kind of like glow like quest markers to me.
So as the lid opens, you didn't discern any kind of magical anything from the chest itself or from the trap. It all seemed very mechanical.
Mechanical.
But as it opens, like this aura of like glowy magical essence comes out. And I'm going to drop this in the game chat because the
Amazing.
chest contains some interesting things, such as you open it and you see there is a wand of wonder,
That's one of my favorite items in 5e.
me too.
a pearl of power, and 2 feather tokens of tree. And they will, even though you're underground, they'll still work, but they're not going to live very long because it's underground. But that's what the chest contains. Who's gonna take what?
I'm gonna jump right in there and take that pearl of power.
I think that tracks.
She is, just to be clear, Anne Richmond, happy to share with anybody and adjust. Wretch is a greedy little goblin. I mean, not literally a goblin, but a greedy Gus. And she knows basically, she doesn't know what all this stuff is, but she can sense the type of magic that's coming off of each item. And she just holds that pearl of power like another spellcaster of a greater size might hold an orb. You know?
Yeah.
And she's like, yes, and holds it as if like she's having her like villain triumphant moment, but like literally nothing has happened to them yet.
Love it.
But
Yes, sweetie, we all need hobbies. You like rocks, we get it.
We like rocks.
Rags is wanting to reach in and grab that wand of wonder.
I mean, you just got spurted in the face. I mean, you're hardy enough. You didn't get hurt, but
I want that wand.
Yeah.
Rags wants that wand because he sees a wand and he's like, magic. He's never done magic before.
Oh,
Is anybody gonna fight Rags for the wand? We'll do a roll off if so. Otherwise,
can actually fight
which
for
one's the wand? Which one's the wand?
It's this one that looks like a wand. It's this, and he grabs it and then like points it at the old man and accidentally triggers it.
okay. Let me pull up the thingy.
oh,
Let's see what
And
happens.
he's like, but that's just a stick.
Why don't you go ahead and
The
roll
D100?
me a D100?
Yes.
All right.
Right off the bat.
do it,
Damn.
do it.
72.
72.
Fireball.
I hope it's
Rotate.
nothing any actually bad.
Let's
Fireball.
see.
But
I
it
love
has.
how right before this, Emily was like, I have never DM'd live before, and like, it'll be fine. We'll just go with it. And you throw a wand of wonder into your game.
It's not me.
It's not me.
You said 72?
Yes.
You cast fireball.
We're dead. We're dead.
We all died.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
Wow.
Well, so here's the thing. He points it at him. He doesn't necessarily point it at him.
I'm gonna say, Crick,
For GM's sake.
Crick, why don't you go ahead? We're gonna play this loosey goosey. Otherwise, that's the end of the game.
Otherwise, that's the juicy.
Thanks.
And that's
we
it.
just reloaded from a TPK. We're
I
back.
appreciate you guys coming to STF
Save,
and
we
Friends.
save scum.
Dude, fever dream. Did everyone
Yeah.
have a dream we all burned to death? So funny.
Seems
What a
weird.
coincidence.
It's wild. It's wild. Crick, go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
Mercy.
Okay. I've got to find it where there they are. I'm good
God.
at those. I guess it
24.
automatically rolls. Is the one to the left?
Yeah, so the first one is going to be the first. It automatically rolls
Twice.
advantage, but the first one is the first roll. If you get
All right, so I rolled an 11.
okay.
These old bones.
This whole
Move
whole
like they used to.
I am going to say, let's see here. What is the?
Oh my God.
What does this
Look
look
how
like?
funny. There's also a wand of healing in this gen. That's so
So
weird.
weird.
There's a healing item that's going to perfectly restore you. What is that?
We're gonna do this instead. I've got these over here. Fuck! I rolled so well. I rolled 3d6 and I rolled 5 on all of them.
It was the only option. You knew this.
Let's do
We all
it.
knew the destiny is foretold.
So you're gonna immediately take 15 points of fire damage as you scuttle out of the way, but it still like singes your tail, I guess, or your face. What do you say to Rags as he's just cast fireball at you?
Rags is looking at you just like dumbfounded.
Well, considering you like almost blew me in half, you know, there's
Jesus
not much I
fucking
say
Christ,
besides
man.
like.
Now it's me. I get it.
Oh,
My
Dustin.
stick.
Dustin, you're gonna have to turn off, or you're gonna have to turn the musician original sound
trying to
on because
censor
it's
you.
ducking you.
Yeah,
trying to
your peaking, audio's peaking, so it's like cutting out half of what you just said.
Where's that?
At the top of Zune on the left, you should see a little thing that says original sound for musicians. Click it until it says on. Did that work?
Don't worry. The emphasis of your body language, we could feel.
We got the message came across.
Yeah.
Basically, it was just like,
Is
You're supposed to respect your elders. That stick is mine now. It's mine.
Oh.
And
Oh,
Rags
please.
is just gonna just drop it and walk like back away, hands up, like I didn't mean to do that. I really did.
and then he just like goes,
I don't like
okay, and
magic.
then drunkenly somersaults forward and just lands next to the stick and picks it up.
Is this like a bad omen?
I like to think that all of this happened and Wretch was like so excited about this pearl, and then this huge fireball. She's got a power fantasy baby, and she's just like,
I did.
oh, whatever. Like just throws the pearl, and then like goes to throw it away, and then it's like, nah, I might need this. But she is covetous of this new item that has now exchanged hands already once.
Oh my god. So, the fireball that like zoomed past you, Crick, it actually like smacks in the back corner of the cavern, and like 4 kobolds just die immediately. They're just like, yeah! So that was rough. You see Char kind of ambling over, and he's got like these, looks like jugs in his hands, like in his arms, like overflowing. He says,
Oh, God, I really thought maybe you'd get out of the cavern before you had to use one of these, but here you go. I've been hoarding these.
and he gives you 6 health potions.
All right.
We'll say
I definitely am gonna need a few
Wretch
of those.
Wretch just decides to like give 1 to each of them, and then the extras to Crick. It's in a bad way. In a bad way.
we'll say that 3 of them are common and 3 are greater healing. Let's do that. I like that.
Damn.
What makes you think we'll need them, Emily?
I don't know. I just got a bad feeling about this. You guys are off to a great start.
But you have opened the chest. That's done. You've gotten obviously a very powerful magical item. You've got some health potions. And Char says,
Okay, well, hurry. You gotta get out of there before the blue scales take all of the good treasure.
and
And before you burn any more of us to death.
I didn't want to say that part, but yeah, you gotta get the fuck out of here. Trying to kill us.
so you guys.
All right, everybody. You remember exactly where the items were in the chest, right? We have to put it all back.
Yeah, Wretch is just admiring her reflection in the shiny surface of the pearl. She's like, "Oh yes, darling, I'll put it right back where Mama found it."
The feather tokens look like feathers.
They look like, yes, they have like, they're a feather, and then they have like this little tree charm hanging off, like a little wrapped around thing.
Crunch is like, ooh. As we head off.
Incredible.
So you guys have some options. So I'm gonna scroll up the map so that Twitch can see. So as I said earlier, we've got off of the Redscales layer, you can either go to the Monster Wing, Vault 17, the Riddle Room, and then from either or any of those, you would move up into the upper reaches of the layer, where there is the gas tunnels that you know are kind of like just a layer of security, and past that, there are a few more areas, including the Portals Room, the Artificery.
That can't be bad.
I'm sure it's fine. The Shrine of Tiamat, and then past those, you have the Lava River that you know separates the rest of the layer from the big pile.
Amazing.
That is where the true hoard of the Dragon Queen lies. It is her ultimate treasure room. You know that that's where the blue scales are going for sure. Like, that's their end goal, is to big pile. So you've got a little bit of a ways to traverse, but which direction do you want to go?
So Wretch is gonna look to them as they sort of make themselves ready, and she says, oh, well, I don't want to be too specific, but like, I have a lot of experience with big monsters and stuff, and I think it would be a poor form of us not to show up prepared, just in case those conversations don't go exactly as we think they'll go. So we may just want to check out a couple more like books from the library, so to speak, in Vault 17, just to prepare ourselves for persuasion with these monsters.
How big?
I like the words that you said. Oh, sorry, Rags. Go.
No, how big were the monsters? What kind? What were they?
Well, that mine, the one that I talked to
you killed a beholder?
most. No.
Holy, I can't believe, guys! Did you hear that? She killed a beholder.
No, something a little bit warmer than that. Something little fiendish.
Wow. We will have to follow you anywhere you lead us.
How does this
Just
always
strong.
happen to me?
Sensing a theme here, Anne.
Uh-oh.
I like it.
Yeah, and she says, well, I mean, I'd be happy to lead you. I promise I won't lead you astray. And she's as like, it's very Ursula, like, because as they're moving down like whichever hallway they've decided to go, I guess the one to Vault 17, if everybody's down with that, it's like it gets darker, but then like the glow from her chest gems is like underlighting her.
No.
Yeah.
My.
Okay.
That looks very cool.
Yeah, she says, let's just say there are a lot of other things than dragons to serve.
Oh my goodness.
Wretch, you are more than meets the eye, that's for sure.
Is it Transformers
Also,
that are
how
running?
you-
Yes. I am very transformative. Yes, I've heard that before.
I contain
no.
multitudes.
I contain multitudes.
Also, how do you use a potion? And what?
Well, you drink it.
Where are they?
With your mouth.
Your mouth.
Hands also probably help.
You can just type it in under the item name on your character sheet.
Tight.
And a grater. You said it was a grater, Emily?
We have
Yeah,
3
we got-
greater and 3 potions of healing.
Yeah.
Grater healing potion. Let's see. That is 4d4 plus 4 HP. Where do you use it?
4. I think I will use a grater.
Yeah, I think you should.
I think that'd be a good call, honestly.
Is there an easy way to do this?
So
Type /r space 4d4 plus 4.
Also, on the left-hand side, upper left hand, you'll see a small little tool section, and there's a dice roller.
Yeah.
Ah, learning new
Yeah.
things.
We haven't played on Roll20 in a minute.
Nice.
Wow, baby.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not
sweet
too good,
child.
but
Oh,
it is
That's
what it
a-
is.
You
Almost
rolled
minimum
On
roll.
3 of
three
those,
ones.
44.
You know
and
why?
then a
Because all those max rolls got taken by the fireball.
2.
That's how this works.
Oh my
It's
God.
just like
math.
when you get older in real life, where the doctor's like, you're like, this really hurts, and they're like, yeah, you're old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't-
Yeah, that happens.
Know what you want. I can't make you a new body.
If you want, you can do another potion, or you can just kind of wing it.
I'm gonna wing it for now.
Okay.
It's fine. We have a
Sweet
healer.
child.
Fine. It's fine.
Do we?
A healer lives inside all of us.
All
is what
of
I've
us,
heard.
you know.
Oh,
Laughter is the greatest
That's-
medicine.
damn inspiring, and I feel
Oh.
healed already.
Well,
All right. So,
Vault 17 it is.
okay. Y'all want to head to the Vault 17. I like it. This is going to be great. Nothing could possibly go wrong.
I don't like what you're saying.
I'm so excited for you guys, honestly.
All hail Wretch, the new leader of the kobolds.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, no. Yeah,
Oh.
she says yes, and then she's like, "Oh no, darling, no, it's well, all right."
Okay.
All right, so you guys make your way down the tunnels towards Vault 17. Let's see here. That's fine.
I'll go in front.
As you head down the tunnel, you see at the intersection of the three tunnels is a 10-foot wide archway bearing the draconic symbol for the number 17. In front of it, 2 Redscales lie dead, and a swinging ram trap has been triggered. Beside the archway, 2 tall humanoid figures are crouched over one another. A young human woman lies there bleeding. Her jaw appears to be dislocated, and her arm is bent at an odd angle. The older of the 2 men is trying to bandage her wounds, while the younger one speaks to the woman in a human tongue. Fun fact, you guys only speak Draconic.
On it.
Mhm.
Ah ha ha.
Uh-oh.
And we're going to put you on the map.
They sound weird.
They sound weird.
I don't
They
like
are
them.
different.
I don't
We
like
should.
them.
Do you
We
think?
should kill them.
Do you think the female one has dislocated her jaw to eat the dead cold balls?
That checks out.
Okay. I haven't met many humans. I'll be excited to learn more.
I'm going to move you guys up a little bit just so that you can see what's going on in here. And so that I can get the map in view. These are big maps. It's crazy.
The map.
All right. So you guys... Okay. Can you move your tokens?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Just making
Yep.
sure. All right. So what do you want to do? These humans have obviously somehow made their way into the lair. It looks like maybe they got waylaid by one of the traps as well as the other kobolds. What do you want to do?
Crick's gonna initiate sneaky times.
Yeah, I'd like to
Nice.
sneak as well.
Okay.
I hate to say this,
I love it. Go
but
on.
I cannot move my token. Like, I can select it, but I can't move it either with arrows or
Are you on the... try on your keyboard, press Control S.
Control S.
See if it switches over to the select tool, and then try moving it.
Okay.
Okay,
Someone has
I
moved
just
it.
moved it. Sorry.
All right, now I'm in. I'm in.
Okay.
All right.
Ah,
yes.
Commence sneaky times. I support it.
Oh,
I support it.
About that. Okay, I'll try.
About that. Oh God. Sorry. All right, so y'all want to sneak up. How do group checks work? Everybody
you have us
rolls,
roll,
and then
and you
everybody
decide on a
rolls.
DC, and if most of us make it, then
okay.
Oh,
That was a terrible roll for me.
I'm very sneaky today. 17 is my lucky number. The dragon spoke it, and look at me, 17.
Okay. And what you got?
In the
love?
knees.
And two
Oh, no,
also
and-
a
okay.
17.
Yeah.
did it.
So weirdly enough, the rogue is a little floppy-footed, but not so much that it gives off the rest of y'all. And you guys do manage to sneak in. There is a tall speaking stone right here, kind of like towards the entrance, that you can kind of like hide behind. They seem very busy. What do you want to do?
Let us see how tough these human scales are.
Human scales!
Human scales.
Be careful while they might try to eat us with their dislocated mouths. Okay. back over
Disgusting
here.
creatures.
I know. Not even chewing, just swallowing.
How do you savor the flavor?
Ow.
I
That is
don't
really
think
the
they
question.
do.
Crick, I was going to ask the same thing.
We are
We,
two very learned men, obviously.
I love that
It's
y'all are
so
having this
true.
conversation while you're sneaking. Like,
We're
That's
kobolds.
how
What do you
Yeah.
expect?
They don't
they
understand.
want a
I love
Sonic.
it.
check.
It's okay.
It would just be like,
They can't understand what we're saying. It's fine.
Yeah. And she will sort of follow behind everybody else around her tiny little clawed fist, just wisps of black and red magical energy begin to just formulate there as she prepares an eldritch blast.
oh shit! Here we go.
Oh.
Should I stick them?
She says, "Old man, you do whatever it is you think is best, and I will follow suit."
Okay.
See if I can get a
Wait,
sneak attack on him.
Rags. Oh, sneak attack.
Sneak attack, yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay.
And so I'm
Can I stick them?
just gonna creep up, and if you want to follow, by all means do. But I'm creeping up and wanting to
It's happening. I'm
try and hit
already
this,
up there.
This one that I just pinged on the left.
Awesome.
yeah, I'm gonna shadow Rags. they don't see us.
I mean, they're crouched over this fallen female companion of theirs, and they're trying to like. So their backs are to y'all.
The
And
fallen one is the one in the middle.
yes, correct.
Okay. In that case, Rags is actually going to cut across this way
Okay.
and get to there. Move around to the side and try and hit this one and let Crunch.
Crunch.
Crunch is 100% gonna just go here and start running towards.
after the sneak attack.
After the sneak attack, I'll let you get that off.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know how much movement I have. Lots of movement. Plenty to get there.
All right,
Okay.
so let's see. Doing it with a rapier.
Sort of running like this. Yeah.
Oh no! Now it's only a 10 on the roll.
I'm sure that's.
Do they have 10 AC or
I'm
less?
sure.
Please.
I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. 1 second. I told y'all that I'm running off of 2 different screens here, so or computers actually.
You're good.
Did you say 10?
10.
Meets beats.
Really? Hell yeah!
Pushy little human scales. Oh.
All right. So opening up with a whopping 17 damage.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
8 on the sneak, 9 from the rapier.
All right. They take that, and we are going to enter into our very first combat. We're going to do that
Blah, blah, blah.
right after we take a break. There we go. Yeah, you like that? You like that? Okay. We're going to take about 5 minutes or so. Y'all refresh your drinks, and we'll be back. All right, and we're back. I'm gonna do something a little different real quick
Oh.
because I'm gonna be on my other camera. So there we go.
Hey,
All right, so you guys are up in the thick of it. Thick. You just waylaid this poor, defenseless human who's just trying to help his buddy out, and you came in swinging.
how dare you?
What a dick. We are in turn order. And first up is Rags. You just got your sneak attack off for your surprise round.
Sure did.
We're
And now I'm just gonna stab him.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a take.
Because like, what else? I'm a rogue. What else can I do?
Rogue gone rogue, you know?
Rogue gonna do rogue things.
Don't know what to tell you, homie.
Love that.
And I don't have cunning action yet, so
No.
I don't think.
No, you don't. No, you do not. In fact.
I wish I did. Oh wait, no, I actually do. It's second level.
No, yeah, you do. It's
Yeah, it was. There was
uncanny dodge.
uncanny dodge.
Yeah.
Uncanny dodge.
That was like absolutely not.
So they're aware that Rags is there now.
Yes. Yes.
You did just stab.
All right, I'm just gonna stab him. That is that's a natural 1 on the die. For a crit fail.
Oh no. That ain't gonna do it, baby.
Oops.
Yep.
That's a miss.
no.
For
It's
sure.
all right.
For sure.
Sweet, sweet honey child.
Fine, yeah.
Okay.
Fine. Now I need somebody here with me now. I need a friend.
You need a friend. Okay. Well, I think you're
Actually,
gonna. What's up?
What's the bonus action? Is that? Okay, no, that's an action. I was looking at the racial ability that all kobolds have, that we'll get to when somebody uses it because it is so much fun. I'm not going to spoil it
it's
now by
pretty-
explaining it.
Pretty great. Okay. Was that your turn?
That is my turn.
All right.
No, I'm gonna move 5 feet to the west, and then
Okay.
that's my turn.
All right. You could do that in 5e.
You can. You just, as long as you don't leave being threatened.
Yep. All right. Crunch, you're up. Crunch.
Okay. Crunch is going to two-handed swing with the battle axe. I don't have time for questions. You speak weird. Oh, a natural 20.
Oh, nice.
Masterful strike.
Oh, hold on just a second. Your names are backwards.
Oh,
There we go.
no.
There we go. Got it sorted. Thank you, chat. Go on.
Natural 20.
Oh my
Um,
goodness.
It
Wow.
was the shouting. It makes me better at.
That's how it works. That is how it works. I don't make up the rules. That's just it is.
Would
Okay.
you like me to roll some damage?
You know what? If you feel froggy, go ahead and hop, sugar.
Whee!
Love it.
Does that get doubled? How does natural 20 work in D&D? Or is that-
Dice are
Roll the
double.
damage twice.
Is
roll the damage twice.
Yeah, you only add the modifier once, but you roll
Okay.
double the dice.
Okay. So that'll be 21. Eight,
Wow.
10.
so you.
My.
What does it look like when you just split this poor defenseless human in half? Like, because
What?
super murder.
I figure I'm like just over waist height, so I just come down like at their waist, like just cut them right through the center. Yeah, and good this is good battle tactics. Yes. Ah, how dare you trespass? I think Crotch is probably a little surprised actually. Yes. But then sort of sidesteps, goes, I'll go over here now. Okay. That one's dead. I hope that's what we wanted. That's what we wanted.
I commit.
Okay.
I hope that was it. Okay.
Sorry if I'm in your way. I'm nervous.
Great turn. Crick, you're up. What are you doing, man?
Crick is going to yell, crack, and then run past the dead body, right in betwixt.
Like a Pokemon? What's your deal?
I'm just gonna go crack, and then run, and get to the human at the north, and make an unarmed strike, a monk unarmed strike. If I can figure out how to do that.
I'm
learning here. We're learning. And since I'm in 5 feet, or it's 5 feet of the target, right? So technically that would not be pack tactics if I attack the one to the north.
No, y'all. Yes, that is correct.
Okay, yeah. All right. Anyways, that's what I'm gonna do. It is a 15 to hit. And do I have to declare flurry of blows right now, or? Yeah, it says immediately after you take the attack action, so I've attacked. And so do I have to declare flurry of blows?
If that's when
sounds
you
like it.
want to use that, yes.
Okay, so yeah, I am going to do it.
Okay.
Use 1 key point to do flurry of blows.
On the
that's
one that's laying
2 more
down?
attacks.
On the one that's prone? The north one?
Oh, that one's like damaged?
Yeah, that one's the one. Her jaw is dislocated and her arm is broken.
Oops.
I will let you walk.
rewind time a little
I'll
bit.
let you walk that back.
All right, I'm not going to attack her. I'm going to attack the one that Rags
Okay.
snuck up on.
Okay.
Snuck it
Well,
to.
don't
my
forget to
foes
roll with
helpless.
advantage because of that pack tactics,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah, tactics.
Do you want that roll that I rolled to stick?
Sure.
Okay, so
Loosey-goosey.
with advantage, that's a 20.
Okay. That certainly hits.
All right. Do you want me to roll all the unarmed strikes all at once? See what hits and then
roll one,
damage?
and then we'll see where we're at.
Okay. That's 7 damage,
Okay, still up.
and then that's the 24 to hit for another 7 damage.
What does it look like?
It looks like I just come right beside this already very surprised human. He's bleeding profusely, and then I just body shots basically, just like, and then it just like light goes out of their eyes, and they just go fall down.
You guys are doing so well dispatching these humans left and right. There is only one left. Nope, he's dead. He's dead. It is that one's turn, and she like holds up her hands, and you hear her. If you want, you can make a. Let's see. I don't know. What would that be to check language? Or to just try and discern an insight. You can do an insight check to see what
history.
she's maybe trying to get across, The
speaking stone doesn't speak.
No,
languages.
that's mostly just like a radio
Oh.
between the kobolds.
Yeah.
Those other stations. Okay, nice.
I rolled just to see insight. I got a 3.
Okay, nope, that's
So-
just human gibberish. That's what that is.
It is clearly.
Crit got a 14.
Okay, 14. By like how her hands are up, she's prone, her jaw is like hanging to the side. She's obviously trying to, surrender. But I mean, she is a human. Her whole action is going to be just her laying there, like kind of cowering. As you guys just swiftly dispatched her two companions. That's her turn.
How dare you surrender, you coward!
Wretch, it's your turn. What are you
So
gonna do?
Wretch kind of sees this and approaches let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. And she sort of like looks between everybody at this thing in the back, and sort of from the darkness of the cave, you see is sort of her very friendly lavender eyes have turned to this sickly like emerald green. And there's a different sensibility about her, and as she opens her mouth to speak Draconic, which this creature cannot understand potentially, you all notice there's kind of like a backing to it that sounds like a different language that's speaking through her to this creature. But what you all hear in Draconic is, Malthus has judged you and found you unworthy. And she opens her hand and the Eldritch Blast just zips out. And I don't know, I'll just kill her. It's fine.
I'll just kill her. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's only into it.
Okay. An 18 plus 5. I rolled with advantage.
Yeah.
Is a 23, which I feel like hits.
Certainly. Absolutely.
We're level 5, right?
We're level 4.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay.
That's
I'm just like, do I get
unfortunate.
2 of these bad boys? Okay. And she hits for 8 force damage.
I mean, it just like her already broken body laying there on the floor
Yeah.
kind of ragdolls with the force
Yeah.
of your attack. And she is well and dead.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then she looks at Crick, who's like standing there, and when like the camera, I guess, pans back to her, she says, "Well, we have to protect the horde, darling."
Oh God.
Everything you say just keeps getting cooler.
Listen, she's the coolest little shitty kobold ever.
Why are you so scary, Anne?
I don't know.
I like it.
Yeah. That'll teach that human for opening up its weird mouth to try
Yeah.
to eat us.
I mean, they were
Super gross. Super gross.
They were in here, you know, they're not supposed to be in here. It's totally fine. You were just taking doing what you're supposed to do, you know, taking care of the lair.
Don't touch our shit.
Don't touch our
Get outta
shit.
here.
And also, your shit is our shit now. Rags is
Yeah.
going to loot like immediately when the injured one falls or ragdolls, as you said. Rags just like leaps onto one of the bodies and starts scurrying and like checking pockets and opening up buttons and just trying to find anything of value that he can.
Okay.
Oh, calm down, man. Oh my God. No, none of us else are getting in your way.
Look, I hate my name. I don't want to be Rags. I need to be better.
Oh.
Oh.
I have to find need
Yeah, it sounds like you might need some like affirmations. Also.
Some affirmations, you know?
You just need a little bit of perseverance, son.
Yes. Perseverance. Yes.
As far as items on them, you see 2 of them have clubs. They look like they're wearing like robes, so they certainly look more to like kind of like casters. They don't have any gold or anything. It looks like, if you want, you can give me, I need to pull up the skills because my brain is just having a...
Would it be a perception, maybe, to find a thing?
No, not a perception, like, just a smart roll.
Can I roll a terrible history roll to see
Yes.
what I can like put together
Yes,
of
absolutely.
their situation?
Terrible history was my favorite.
Listen, I'm not smart. But
In
I
some
am.
places, it's also known as American history.
Uh-huh.
I definitely rolled a natural 20 though on this beautiful die. So that's a 19 for me.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, a terrible history.
Yeah. So, all right. Let me tell you what you learned with this. You kind of look them over. You see a couple. The ones that look like spellcasters. They look like maybe they have some human symbols of worship. You know, kind of like their tokens hanging around their necks. There's just like wooden kind of symbols of their religion, essentially. you see the other, it's the female that you just clobbered.
Listen, put to rest.
Put to rest?
Right.
Is that
I was
what
helping.
is that what
I
we're
like
doing?
we have a do not solicit sign. We said no missionaries. It's very clear.
No stealing, no missionaries. That's what it
No.
says.
No religious tokens without asking.
So you guys, you know that they look very low level. Okay, they look like they're
Yeah.
scrawny little adventurers trying to come in and steal off with your Dragon Queen's horde, and that's not acceptable.
Mm-mm,
And
not
so
cool,
you
man.
murdered
Nerds.
them,
Yeah.
thusly
Yep.
so.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. And
Well,
go
so
ahead.
after we have looted, Emily, I think there was some loot for the listeners. The Norse Foundry giveaway.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Look
two
at
thumbs
you.
up.
You know what? Take
you
an
were
inspiration.
I refused to accept it because Erob's messaged me.
Smart.
and
Erob,
said
smart.
something. So
Take an
inspiration to her.
Let me check. Oh yeah, she messaged me too, and I just completely spaced.
Tell Keith to let E-Robs have an extra, whatever it's called for Pathfinder 2. We already forgot.
Oh, is that
Points.
okay?
Hero
Oh,
point.
God. Thank you. Jesus.
Yes.
E-Robs, are you in the chat? Can you do the roll? How do we do that?
I don't think she is.
I mean, I can do it.
You
Shoot.
can do it.
Watch me.
Watch me.
We
You
got-
don't even know.
Watch
Don't
me.
believe me. Just watch.
Just watch.
Ow.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Ba-na-na-na, ba-na-na-na.
What is it?
We got references. We got lyrics. We can go on and on and on.
It's
Finder
like
says that
//
E-Robs is in a
roll.
game.
No,
Or just R.
/ R D.
And then however many
30.
dice. And then D, whatever type.
I did it. I did it. Okay, so 7. Let me count this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, Dark Cyril?
Ooh.
Who
Dark
are you?
Cyril, are you in the chat?
Dark Zero.
Shout out.
Make yourself known.
Let me know if you're
There's
in the
my
chat.
patron, Dark Zero. Don't get it.
Dark Cyril.
Worship to Dark Zero. Yes.
That would be yay! Congratulations, you have won. I'm gonna do the thingy. Boop, boop. You've won a boulder die, a big, huge, like yayish. Actually, this big.
Where?
It's about that big. And if you are a member of our Discord, are you? Because
You should be.
if so, I can message you.
You should also join the Patreon.
You know, just do all the things. Just do all the things.
Be a part of it.
It'll be great.
Get up in here.
Can
Make yourself at home.
I have 70,000 screens pulled up? E-Robs or anybody else? Thank you so much, Josh. I'll take it if they can't.
Yes. We
Basically,
know you will.
if you will message me or STF and friends, we will get your mailing information and get that sent to you. But definitely join the Discord so you can keep up with all the fun shenanigans that we do. Ooh, shiny. Hi, Jen. Okay. So, yeah. Shoot us a message and we will get that to you, my dear. Congratulations. Yay, yay, yay.
Woo woo.
All right. So, back.
So, as unless Emily, I don't mean to interrupt you.
Go
I'm
ahead.
so sorry.
No.
So as everybody is sort of like sorting through these adventurers' belongings, Wretch is kind of milling over them, almost like that sense that you get when you go to the zoo and you see like a big cat that's kind of eyeballing everything and taking everything in. She's like wringing her hands and a little hunched over as she considers all of this. And she says, well, you know, if we don't teach them this very important lesson, they'd only just send more people here to die. I mean, if we let them go back unharmed, what's to keep more people from coming this way? We're just sending a very clear and friendly message to the townsfolk. I mean, I think we can all agree with that, right?
Wait,
I agree.
we're-
Wise
we're-
words.
why are we taking them to the town?
Oh,
Why-
we're
why
not
would we-
taking them. No. I'm just saying
To eat.
that when
huh?
they don't come back,
Yeah.
like, how
Maybe
how
we
you
should have
learned an
left-
important. Oh, go ahead.
We should
Sorry.
have left the mortally wounded one alive to take the warning back to the town. We might have to go tell them.
Hmm.
But that's less meat.
Oh. Anyway, Wretch, I'm so sorry. Please.
No.
What should we do
I mean,
next?
you do make an important point. I think we'll have to decide, based on how whether more end up in here in this warren of cool treasure.
Treasure.
Yes.
But in the meantime, I think we've sent a very clear message, and I think let's just have a group round of applause.
As you're all clapping, everybody give me a perception.
I'm so proud of us.
Just
though.
murdered 3 people, and then we're just like golf
I'm
claps.
really enjoying the clapping.
Yeah.
With my
Yeah,
natural
just from
one.
from outside,
Ah.
anyone who didn't speak Draconic would just hear.
Crick's like clapping the hands with the like dead body.
Dead
just like,
hands.
Oh God, no!
God.
Why?
We're kobolds.
We're kobolds.
Perception.
So we need to roll perceptions.
Yes, please.
All right.
Yes, well, weekends at Bernie one back up to the surface. With
I'm
the
so-
notes.
Lord Master
Yes.
Grimm, we'll send them a message that they can't receive.
That's right.
5.
If they only knew.
Oh, taking inspiration.
hell
That was
no.
great. Oh gosh. Okay.
mercy.
Let's see. Anne, you're the only one I'm missing.
It's 5. I
It's
rolled
5,
5.
okay.
It's not helpful to anyone.
I am enjoying the clapping with my natural one.
I know.
Really into this.
She's
plan.
carried away with her own sort of
Yay.
manipulations of the party's emotions.
Mm-hmm.
She's getting wrapped up in it.
She's just there like, I'm doing it. I'm running this shit.
I'm
So
finally
good."
doing it.
That's a 12 from me.
Okay, 12. All right.
Yay.
Rags, you are kind of distracted from the clapping. You're trying to look and see if maybe you missed any other treasure that these guys had. So you're focused on not clapping. So you actually hear, coming from the eastern tunnel, footsteps.
As soon as Rags hears that, he's going to want to run off towards it, off to the side, and hide.
Okay. You say anything to your party?
Nope.
Sorry.
They're all over there clapping. He's just like,
Yeah.
and then just like goes
clapping
and
in a circle. A perfect distraction.
I think
it's a
Crick is
20
using
for
the
stealth.
Okay.
using the dead hands, and he gets like preoccupied, and he like looks at the arm, and he's just like, and just starts gnawing on the arm. Just
She looks at you and she's just like, Crick, darling, I have noticed you have a little bit of a propensity to eat humanoid meat. That I haven't noticed anyone else in our clan, really into that. Is that a new diet I should get into? Is that paleo? What is high protein, low fat? What are we saying?
It's that thing that Liver King guy was talking about. You actually just take a bunch of steroids, but heard it's pretty good.
I've never had human. I wanted to give it a try, the gourmand that I am.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, how would you rate it out of 10?
Out of 10. Y'all are still discussing talking
Stringy needs salt. Needs salt.
human as you
Uh-oh.
realize
Oh no. I don't like their names.
there are blue scales coming down the corridor.
These.
I don't care for that at all.
As
I
they,
don't care for that.
as they come around the corner, let's see. Oh, wow, okay, same thing. The two in the front don't notice that you are hid, Rags, but they do see the other kobolds, the other Redscales,
Interesting.
and they say,
Ah! Redscales. I sound kind of like Gollum.
Gollum with some helium.
I was just letting you have a time. A time for voices time.
Oh, that was great.
I was like, nope, can't do it. I can't do that. That's a step too far.
It's Redscales.
Just come over and they say,
Redscales! No! What are you doing here?
and they stand and they wait for your response. They just watch you.
Oh, what? What are you doing here? Better question. Picks his axe back up. Ah!
What?
We are coming for Vault 17. This is our treasure. The queen is gone. It's time for us to have. Move aside.
No.
Oh, go ahead. That was
Just
all.
no.
Oh, that's it. No.
Blue scale scum! How dare you even speak to us? Get out of here before we teach you a lesson.
And I think Wretch is going to transform using Mask of Many Faces to. This we're playing real fast and loose here. Just, if you hate it, toss it back.
Whoa.
And she says, "I've caught you." And her face changes into that of a very short, we'll say halfling-sized halfling. It's a halfling-sized halfling, but that looks like a cultist of Tiamat, who would technically occupy like a higher rank
Oh shit.
in the dragon cult.
Okay.
With her like what are they called? Purple robes. They have like a Tiamat mask and stuff.
Oh.
And so she appears and she says, "I heard that you blue scales were coming to these parts of the tunnels to betray your mistress.
All right.
Is that true?" Can I roll deception?
Absolutely. I'm going to open this character sheet and see how I can...
How it do?
Oh, I just realized y'all can see that. Y'all can totally see.
Oh, it's so far
Do
away.
you need Mask of Many Faces?
Oh my god, yeah.
Stats are... Yeah, I got you.
You just show.
Just gonna turn it. It's fine. It's fine.
So you can cast Disguise Self at will. Make yourself, your armor, your clothing, your weapons, and other belongings look different. You can seem a foot shorter or taller. You can appear kind of like within that as far as size. The extent of the illusion is up to you. The changes wrought by this spell fail to hold up to physical inspection. So if they were to come over, they'd be like, "Nah, that's a kobold." To discern that you're disguised, they can use an action to inspect my appearance. It's an investigation check versus my spell save.
Okay. All right. So first off, we have Xena the Huntress. She's up front. She is going to try. She doesn't have. And you said, I'm sorry, insight or no, investigation?
It's investigation, and you're trying to get 13 or higher.
So yeah, she doesn't have that. So we're just gonna do a straight intelligence roll. I say I am.
I can see it.
Okay, it's just maybe I need to reload.
It's not 13.
Okay.
I see a 10 and a 2.
Yeah. So yeah.
I didn't realize that we had
Good. And she kind of looks around at the other blue scales, like,
wait, is this you're here under the queen, the dragon queen. You here for her stuff?
Like they don't quite understand what's happening.
Yeah.
But
She says, "Well, the Redscales were kind enough to tell us that they heard that you were going to take advantage of your mistress's absence. That would be quite a shame if that were true, wouldn't it?"
Well, listen, we had to get the good magic stuff to protect the lair so that it's safe if the dragon queen comes back. So it's important. We're doing good. See,
The old rags defense.
She says, and you don't think the Redscales are capable of defending Vault 17 by themselves?
No, of course not. Dirty Redscales. No good. No good. No blue.
Hey.
No blue.
Hey.
Too red.
Too red, too furious. She says, I think the best thing that you can do to prove to us that you're really ready to serve again would be to lay your items on the ground here and let them live in Vault 17.
Oh, okay. You're gonna have to roll.
Is that a deception? I feel like it's a deception. I feel like all of this is a big deception.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good lying.
Yeah. I mean, you're definitely lying for sure, but
Yeah.
essentially asking them to lay down their weapons is like.
Well, I mean, they haven't proven themselves to be loyal to the queen.
It's true. That's true. That's true. Okay, go ahead and give me another deception.
All right. Do I receive any bonus for being disguised? No, I get to have this whole conversation because I'm disguised. All right, we'll call that an unnatural 20.
An unnatural 20. All right. Let's see.
Dirty 20.
Wow.
Oh.
An Eldritch 20.
An eldritch 20, yeah. A filthy 20.
That's right.
Nasty.
We are going to
Nasty.
we're going to do one for Xena the Huntress and one for Kars the Hexblade. They both have the same damn thing. Let's just see. Okay, so you rolled a 20, was that correct? Or a
Yes.
dirty 20?
A filthy 20.
Filthy 20, oh my. They are both just so perplexed by this. Like,
Hey, but if... Okay, wait. Okay, all right. Okay.
and so like Kars holds up his hands and he's like, okay,
You want us to give you our weapons?
Well, I can't say you've built a lot of trust with us down in these ends of the tunnel.
But how do we...
and he just kind of starts stuttering. And you do notice as he's sort of stuttering, he drifts into more of a, this is no good. This is no good. Life is no good. Everything is terrible. Everything is darkness. Everything. And as he's saying this, he sort of starts sinking down and he like just flops onto the floor. And he's holding this blade that you now see is glowing with like black energy. And he kind of clutches it closer to him. He says, only thing I have is my darkness, is my sadness. Starts rocking.
Yeah.
And Xena just kind of looks back and forth between you and him. And it's like,
All around me are familiar things.
and she just kind of says,
Okay, we give you our things and
And you get to live and continue to serve.
the dragon, Queen's back. She's coming back.
Oh, she'll be right back.
give me one more
She just went
deception.
out for just pack of cigarettes.
For a pack of smokes. She'll be back. Give me one last deception.
Okay.
Don't you worry, child. Mom will be back.
Natural
any day
20.
now.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so it's a 25.
Let's just for shits and
Wow.
giggles. Let's just see. Nope.
Why am I a monster?
Nope. Still nope.
Where?
Um,
God.
They cannot see through this. Like they're literally too stupid to see through this. Because I also rolled it at 20, but I have a -1. So
No,
there we
But
go.
Crick is also too stupid to see through it as well, and he thinks this whole time you've been disguised. and you're actually a Tiamat like acolyte or whatever.
I think we all
And
do,
so-
right? Yeah.
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 Have to.
So he bows. You know, he's an old kobold, and he's like,
Mistress, I'm here to serve.
Take my weapon too. Ah.
So Xena lays down her weapons and is just kind of like looking on in sort of confused awe. And she has a couple of things. Let's see here. She has a light crossbow, a blowgun of marking, and 2 daggers. And that's pretty much all that she has. If y'all want to look up the blowgun,
Yeah.
you
I
can
think
see
that might
that.
be pretty good for an old monk. Maybe, I don't know. It's a simple weapon, right?
Yeah. And the other 2, like, kind of peon blue scales behind them are just sort of like, oh, okay. And they, like, lay down their slings because that's all they have.
Yeah.
But Cars, the one with the black sword,
Yeah.
is just clutching it. And he says, no, can't. No, can't. Can't, no. No, 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 no. And he grips the hilt of the sword
Yeah.
and says, no, no, taste the darkness. And he is going to attack you.
Okay, go for it.
Let's see here. I guess we're going to roll initiative.
Cool.
You have, though, kept the other 3 from joining in.
That's perfect. That, you know what?
Nice.
And I love that for us.
They are just certain that you are the incarnate of Tiamat's servant, and that's just they can't do it.
The best
I
lie
prostrate
is one
myself
that's
at your feet.
just next to the trip.
Prostate.
I can't believe the queen is going to be back. That's amazing.
That's amazing.
She's coming back. That's great.
All right.
I also love how the kobolds are basically like dogs or cats when their owner leaves.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just gone
they've probably
forever.
been gone for like a day or two. She's never gonna return.
But the oldest one of us is like 22 years old. Think about
Yeah.
how long a couple of days
No,
are.
I know that's what I'm getting at. It's just funny
Yeah.
to me.
Oh yeah, they're like dogs.
All right.
Also, I also heard pee on blue scales instead of
Pee
peon.
on.
Yeah.
I love
Amazing.
y'all. I love
Ah,
y'all.
we're adults.
All right, Anne, if you'll throw me a initiative.
Oh, I will. I should. Let me do it in here.
Did you say it was a blowgun of marking?
Yes.
I don't see that.
I
anywhere.
will put it. It's one that they made up, so I'll drop it. I'll drop it.
I very quickly got
Drop it
Amazon
like it's
links for
hot.
blowguns, and I don't actually need one. So.
That's amazing.
Let's see here. Let me go ahead and
I mean, I'll think about it, but
I'll think about it, but I don't know.
too busy out here buying cat beds shaped like ramen cups and stuff. I don't think I need a blower. I'm good. Okay, ranged weapon.
Okay. All right, so. All right, you guys see Cars, the Hexblade, kind of get up, sort of, kind of. He looks so drawn into himself, like almost like this. Maybe this blade is just sucking out all of his energy, his life force, and he stands up. And he says, mine, my darkness! And will
Blowgun.
It sounded like autotune a little bit.
and will kind of start making his way towards you, Wretch. But it's not his turn, Rags. It's your turn.
So, would I have to do any other checks if I were to move in to try and get a sneak attack from being hidden?
You're currently hiding. He's currently
Okay.
unaware of you. So
All right. Well, then Rags is gonna do that. He's just going to kind of sneaky crouch walk over and try and bop him.
okay.
Nice. Oh, there he is.
Let's see. Oh, that's a 23 to hit.
Hell yeah.
Yoppers, that'll hit.
All right. 17 damage again.
Wow. He doesn't like that at all.
Sneak attack strong.
Mm-hmm.
Sneak attack strong. Good. Sneaky.
17 damage, eh? And
Yep.
you do hear him like,
No, mine. Darkness.
and that's what he
And then
says to that.
As a bonus action, going to disengage
Mhm.
and move 15 feet to the northwest.
God.
That is my turn.
Nice.
Gotta love rogues, man.
Smart.
Gotta love rogues. Wretch, it's your turn. This guy, you know he's coming for you. He's
Yeah.
gonna get you.
These other three seem convinced by me, though, right?
Yes.
I would like to cast command on one of them,
Okay.
Bringing out the big guns.
and
Let's go.
in like a horrible, like that same layered voice on voice in Draconic, she says, "Betray."
Okay. What does command do exactly?
Command is a wisdom save against 13,
Okay.
and they must spend their next turn taking action. That whatever their interpretation of the word is, which my intent is to have them, like, whether it's holding him back or attacking this guy that refuses to give in to what they've been told. I would just like him not to approach me. I would like it to be harder for him to do the things that he would like to do.
Okay. All right, and that
But
is
they seem easier. It's a wisdom save 13.
save. I don't even see. No, doesn't. Just that's great. That's just great. Okay, meets beats.
All right. So they feel this. They definitely feel something trying to magically compel them, and her eyes are just kind of glowing in their direction.
Yeah. You see Xena the Huntress kind of
Yeah.
like her eyes kind of glaze over for a second. She says,
Mm-hmm.
No, I did. I gave weapon.
I
I did what you want.
like, please
Yeah.
get out of my brain.
Yeah. Fair. Fair.
Don't hurt me more.
And she will then use her movement to just back up further away 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I guess she'll stand on top of this crumpled body and behind her friends.
Okay. Alrighty. Good stuff. Crick, it's your turn.
Crick. So the one in the front, is it the hex blade, the
Ye-
one with the darkness?
Yes.
Okay, that's the one that is attacking because it's got that black blade.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Yeah.
Crick is just gonna be like,
How dare you attack the mistress?
and run towards the hex blade. And like as he's running, like you can tell he's had a few, so he's like almost trips, but he
Oh,
uses
no.
his tail to kind of like pivot and like kind of flip around, and like you barely misses a step, but it looks like he just almost lost it completely. And goes over here and performs an unarmed strike, followed by a flurry of blows. Like a left palm to like his arm, trying to like get him to drop it. And so I'm just like hitting him in the arm and like hit him in the face with the flurry of blows. So here goes. That's a 17 to hit with the first strike
Okay, that hits.
for 6 damage.
Okay.
And then boom. A natural 20 for the second.
That hits.
Hell yeah.
Or just roll it twice. So that's the +1. Where did that come from on roll 20? +1, I don't know, but that's it's like that's 13 damage. So 6 plus 13 plus Am I doing this right? This seems like a lot. 25 to hit with the third attack.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
For 11 damage.
Drunkenly beating the
comes-
tar out of this dude.
Yeah.
So is that a total of 34 damage, I think?
Wow.
11 plus 7,
6, 12.
18 plus 6, 24.
Okay, so all of that is bludgeoning, correct?
Yes.
Okay, he only takes half of that.
Ah, okay.
So you said 24, correct?
Was that how much it was?
Josh?
Let's see, it was 11 plus 7, so it's 18. Plus 6 would be 24.
Okay.
So he takes 12.
Yes.
Okay, he does not look good. He did not like that at all. But he is still up. Anything else for you?
That was it. That was the move, the attack, bonus action, everything.
You did
Good.
you did great. You did such a good job.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
All right. Crouch, it's your turn. What are you going to do?
I can't believe you're taking out your depressive episode on other people. There is no amount of violence against others that will cure you from the inside. And he's going to attempt an intimidation check. Please be more cooperative. I only have a +2, so we'll see how this goes.
That's where the please comes from. the
Please,
plus two.
please.
Let's.
Please listen to my 9.
Could I take something back real quick? Maybe you'll be a gracious GM.
I don't know.
I learned I relearned a pivotal feature of my class, which is drunken technique.
Uh-huh.
I used my flurry of blows, so I should be able to instantly use disengage and get a plus 10 feet to my movement. So
I'll allow that.
I kind of want to do that.
Yeah, sure.
So I just kind of like stumble back, and then go 10 feet back, like right up here.
Okay.
Each one of those is 5, right? And sorry for interrupting.
Yeah, no, that's, yeah.
Yeah. It's not like in Pathfinder where the diagonals are they get
Extra, yeah.
increase. So
It's
it's
No,
just
it's 5 feet no
Okay.
matter what.
Okay. Oh,
Okay, cool.
wow.
All right.
Okay, well, I don't know if a 9 was enough to intimidate you. out of
I'm
your
not
depressive
intimidated.
episode.
I'm too depressed.
Okay, I will. I will move in closer. I don't know how many actions I have. This is like my 3rd time playing. So can I shout an intimidation thing and move and then attack, or is that too many
So
things?
what's your intimidation? Is that...
It's a 9.
no, I'm sorry. Is that a part
Oh.
of your... Is that a part of an action, or is that...
I don't know how that works.
Let's
Just
find
tell me
out.
what I can and can't do.
Just tell me what... Well, see, here's the funny bit. Mostly, I don't know
Got that.
myself. Like,
And
I want to say that that's a... I feel like that should be a standard action.
Probably.
If you
Yeah,
just-
while your DM can make exceptions based on the circumstance, using a skill is generally considered an improvised action.
Yeah.
okay, so I used a skill and I moved, and that's good.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, you are up there. He's also up there. You know,
Yeah.
just in general, just wherever there is, he's there. He does not like that you guys have been picking on him. You are still next to him, so he's gonna try and tag you back. Honestly. First things first, he's gonna use a bonus action. And he's going to... Hold on, I can do this.
I believe in you.
Thank you. I'm trying to use one of the new little feature things that they have. Or I guess I won't, because they don't have that. Okay, whatever. So he is going to drop pretty much in the center of the room. Where are you? Rich. Up there, okay.
You're
on top
so
of-
far away.
Okay.
You don't know.
You're so far away. You don't even know.
I'm not even here.
You don't even know.
Where even are you?
Where even? Wow, this is taking 5 ever.
So many evers.
Yeah, it's so many evers. So he pulls his sword up and kind of mutters at it. And just says... And as he's whispering, it's like gets quieter and quieter and quieter and quieter. And as a bonus action, his blade has summoned a kind of void that he's cast into the sort of center of your grouping. And is going to cast silence. So no more talking from you, little miss lady.
Interesting theory.
That's his hot take. That's how it's gonna work. And now he is going to try and give a whack to our barbarian.
Hey.
22.
Oh yeah, I think that's gonna hit.
I think that's gonna hit.
I think it's gonna hit him, guy.
It's gonna be 8 necrotic damage as this black sword just swoosh, kind of slices almost through you, like it's maybe not totally here. It's a little corporeal, yeah. But
Ew.
that's what he does. And that's all he's gonna do. He calls back to the other ones and says,
Cowards! Fools! Giving up your weapons! You deserve nothing! You are nothing! I will have all the treasures!
and that is gonna be his turn. We are at the top of the next round. Rags.
I thought he was darkness. Now he's nothing. Is it the same thing?
And darkness is nothing.
Yeah, 8 points of emotional damage.
Emotional damage. Oh, I don't care how old that makes me seem.
It's still funny.
Wow.
It'll always be funny.
so
so
good.
relatable.
Sorry.
But yeah, so Rags, what are you gonna do?
Rags is going to move in 15 feet, standing next to... I don't have name tags on the friendlies, so I'm not entirely sure. I believe it's Crunch.
That's
up here
me.
next to the Hexblade.
Hello. Yes.
Yes.
So Rags is going to move up there and take advantage of the advantage he gets from pack tactics. And through that, also get a sneak attack because, you know, the
Advantage.
enemy's currently engaged with him. So,
Yes,
Oh,
we're
it's not-
engaged. It's
not
very
great.
exciting.
not great on the rolls. I got an 11 and a 6. An 11 bumps up to a 17. Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So I will roll that twice, and I cannot remember. I don't think the sneak is doubled on a crit, or is it? For the life of me, I can't remember.
Oh.
I don't think it is.
Think so. What are the prerequisites for sneak
Yeah,
attack?
actually,
Like,
Is
it's
it?
it's rolled. It's rolled
Doubles
dice.
on a critical. Yep, it is.
Yep.
All right.
Oh wow.
I forget
All
how
right.
fucking broke 5e.
Yeah. So if we're
Right.
rolling with advantage, that's automatic sneak attack, right? Or how does that work? Like what's
Well,
the
so sneak
prerequisites
attack
for the
is
trigger?
specifically a rogue thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
So there's a number of different things that factor into like being hidden, or having an enemy engaged with an ally, or having advantage on the attack gives
Okay.
you the potential for extra damage
Ooh.
through a sneak attack. So yeah, I'm gonna roll this damage again. It's gonna be -4 from what rolls up on roll 20 because that's, you know, you don't take the modifier twice, and I've got a +4 on the rapier. So that's going to be 17 plus 17. So 34 damage.
what does it look like?
Whoa.
He sneaks in, and in the midst of all his sad boy emo time, just slides the blade in while he's sitting there, I guess, sobbing to himself about how miserable and terrible and dark and awful and just no good, very bad day he's having.
That's accurate.
We should be like, shh.
Just a shh, 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 shh.
As you do that, he's just like, it's not as dark. And he dies. He's dead. He's dead. You killed him. As the other blue scales see you fell one of their member, they kind of look around. They're just like,
Listen, we will go back to the blue scales and we'll tell them that they're wrong. We'll tell them to do better in the name of the mistress.
and they're just like staring at you, Reg. Like, is that fine?
Yeah.
Please, can we just?
The silence fades, I assume, as he dies, right? And so she
Oddly enough, it doesn't.
It doesn't,
No.
and I hate that. So she starts to
gotta be
answer,
tied
and then
to
she
the
looks
sword.
very frustrated, and she moves up to like here, to sort of like look upon them once more, but not too close, because it's all a very dangerous game we're playing. And she says, "You may want to stop by the shrine to Tiamat and to pay your respects on your friend's behalf. So sad to see one led astray."
Of course. Yes, of course. Yes, that's a great idea. You're so smart and magnanimous.
Tell me more, but say less and leave.
Yes, of course.
And they like kind
wow.
of bow their way back down the tunnel.
Yeah.
And you guys,
And Craig's like, "That's right, you leave. That's what I thought."
you have managed to talk your way out of a pretty chunky battle. So congratulations.
Wow.
And take an inspiration. Take an inspiration.
Deserved. Big
Thanks,
time.
guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
Listen, I didn't think it would work,
I
but
forgot how dumb they were, honestly. They're not intelligent. They're just not.
yeah.
But you do have this one dead kobold body here now. And notably, the main thing that is gonna draw your attention is gonna be the sword that is just radiating darkness.
I've done a lot, so I definitely don't want to take an opportunity from anyone else. But Wretch will offer that she's happy to detect magic, and she is curious about the sword.
Yeah, as a player, I don't trust it. As Rags, I want it.
Fair.
Rags, you can be darkness now. Or the darkness, whichever
darkness.
sounds the best.
The darkest rags.
You mean
That
I
sounds-
could listen to the rhythm of my heart?
Yes.
You can do whatever you want.
All
The
right.
sky's the ceiling's the limit.
Ceiling's the limit.
The cave ceiling's the limit.
Wow.
Uh,
Oh, wow. What lofty. I'm inspired. That's amazing.
As far
and if you want to do detect magic before Rags grabs it, by all means.
Yeah, she's just gonna kind of ping that out and try to get a sense of like what kind of abilities the sword has. Like obviously she's familiar with being surrounded by magical items because they are, right, in their job. So she just wants to get a sense of what kind of magic it can perform. She already knows silence is one thing.
All right, so you kind of like na, and you get immediately.
What was that?
Na. That's detect magic. Did you not know that?
Yeah, I've learned something today.
Totally right on. You get immediately transmutation. I think is going to be the
Yeah.
proper. And I'll go ahead and tell you this, like negative energy like pulses from this thing.
Yeah. She will kind of sense Rag's interest in it. And I think she sort of just appears beside him in this moment as he's considering, you know, a sense of elevation for himself, as he's made clear that's what he wants. And she says, "Some treasure is transformative. You find yourself at a crossroads, friend. I myself have stood right here at such a crossroads and made a choice that changed me forever. So the question is...
Rags takes it.
There's not really a question. Great.
I take
Glad we've all considered the ramifications of this. Congratulations. Yeah,
Oh, it makes you look so cool.
I love it.
You look so cool.
I'm so happy right now. As
So good.
as soon as you take it, Rags, you hear kind of like this little whisper creep into your skull, and it says, "So a new hand touches the beacon." No, it doesn't say that. I'm sorry. Sorry.
I was so
A
excited.
new
Oh, Warlock
hand
party.
touches the beacon. Take my beacon to Mount Kilgreath. Ah!
Love
Oh
you so
my
much.
God.
I smelled bacon once. It was great.
No,
Oy.
you actually hear, "We live in an uncaring universe. Do you agree?"
Out loud, Rags is like, yeah, I don't care.
All existence is futile, meaningless. Do you agree?
That's a lot of thinking.
Nothing
Who is
we
he
can
who's he
do
talking to?
to change anything in the grand scheme of things. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Wonderful. I am the gap between things. You will do well to simply try and speed up the inevitable heat death of the universe. Do you agree?
Rags gets bored and tosses the sword over his shoulder.
Wait! It echoes.
It's talking a lot. It just, I picked up the thing and it wouldn't shut up. Too much talking.
Oh. What? Oh. What did it say?
It's too much. Life doesn't no meaning. Dark. I don't know. You saw that guy.
It
You
sounds
already
like you
did,
need to
yeah.
let someone with more experience handle the blade.
Oh boy!
Go ahead. Go ahead. By all means,
Yeah,
take
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Oh man, you can talk for hours. You can listen for hours. I'm sure.
It's just darkness.
And he picks it up.
Hello?
Greetings, Dark Sword.
Existence is futile. All things are meaningless. Do you agree?
Is there a correct answer?
Yes.
Yes.
The universe is uncaring and all are full of loathing. Do you agree?
Yes.
Darkness is all encompassing and the greatest. Do you agree?
It is everywhere.
You have attuned to a sword that you are not proficient in. Congratulations!
What type of sword is it?
So it is a long sword.
Oh, man.
I can't even use it.
And we did it. Sorry, this tickles me so much. As long as you hold it, you hear these kind of nihilistic, depressing, monotone sort of reverberations through your skull. Like it's almost constant that this sword is talking to you, basically. You don't get any negative effects necessarily from it, but it is annoying. You now have the Void Sword.
Cool.
Oh, it's like that.
And I
stealth
take it
suit.
and I just am slamming it up against the rocks, you know. I'm just like ding 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 and looking at it, and then I just get some rags and I just wrap it up and just put it up.
Oh my god.
It's like, that's enough of you.
Oh my god. So
Oh my
yeah,
God.
as
were you
you're
gonna
wrapping it up, it pretty much just said, "No, no, do not smother the darkness." No.
We're in a cave. It's dark enough.
Okay, well,
I love how he's just like, shh, quiet. You've had your time.
just that's enough. That's enough now.
Mind your elders.
Oh my
Do,
god.
does Wretch get a sense that you all just think she's a halfling now?
We should probably
Crick
roll.
does.
Yeah, go ahead, everybody. Give me. What would that be? What is that gonna be?
Insight?
Insight, investigation. Which one?
I feel
Yeah,
like
I
that'd
mean,
be
it's a-
insight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Insight.
yeah.
The sense of like whether or not this is an illusion
Mhm.
is an investigation, but like you guys
Oh.
know her, so it's like, is this her?
Yeah.
Well, my natural 1 is a really good start.
Yeah,
Solid.
I guess I'll do insight.
You are
Good.
certain that she is a halfling.
This
Got a
whole
5.
time, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
You're pretty certain she's a halfling too. In fact, the both of you together are currently under this is your working theory that a halfling just showed up and just ate Wretch. Like maybe just swallowed her whole somehow dislocated the jaw, just right down the
halflings
gullet.
closely related
Yeah.
to humans. Yes.
Meanwhile,
Crick, you are no fool. You are too smart. You're too old. You're too wise
Too wise.
to be befuddled by this shenanigans. You
Justin, I just really like your old wise man face a lot.
it's like a purse slip kind of.
I got it all figured out.
So what does Crick say as the other ones are kind of like staring in awe and like
Yeah.
confusion?
I imagine I just kind of didn't even use any of my insight previously. I just wanted to believe, so I believed. But now that things are calmed down, I take a look and I'm
Wait a second.
and then I come over and I just I move my hand.
Yeah.
Wait a second here. You are a tricksy kobold. Tricksy, you almost had me fooled.
What?
she said she like the almost with like a smoldering veil, the illusion fades in like embers all around her, and she says, "We are all servants of Tiamat, darling, one way or another."
Too true, too true.
Where did that halfling Tiamat go?
I ate her.
That checks out.
That's math.
Oh boy.
A little
Okay.
stringy.
More salt
More so-
needed. Okay.
Okay, so you guys have defeated the blue scale attack. It's the incursion, exactly. Yeah, they were coming for Vault 17, but no, not on your watch. That being said, Vault 17 still awaits. You do know that the hall leading towards the vault, here to the west side, is trapped. You guys are the kobolds that maintain this dungeon. You know that there's traps, but you are also kobolds, and you forget exactly what and where and how the traps are. So, who wants to start? Who wants to head down there first?
Who has high perception? Because I can take care of them once we find them, but I sure as hell can't see them.
What is high perception in D&D?
It's
I have a
not
negative
negative.
1.
Okay, I have a +3. That's something.
Oh yeah.
That's high-ish,
That's all you.
yeah, for this
Ooh,
level.
yes.
+2.
Highest of the party.
Wow. Look at
The
me.
barbarian.
Yes, very aware. As I clap in the room and am fooled easily by disguises. Okay, well, let's proceed. I'm just trying not to get too close because I don't know what it is. And I'm rolling so good. Oh my gosh. Wait, let me look
Oh,
at these
no.
last couple holes. Let me look at this. All right, this is not great.
A 5.
Yeah.
I'm sure that it'll
That's
be
good.
fine.
It seems fine. It's
Quick rolls a
okay.
9. Peers down the hall. Doesn't see anything amiss, I guess.
Yeah, it doesn't look like
Everything looks
anything.
good.
Yeah, everything's fine.
Well, there were traps here.
I'll just keep going normally.
Crunch, as soon as you walk in, I do need
What?
you to make a dexterity saving throw.
No, what? That's crazy. There was nothing wrong.
What? I didn't see anything though. Ergo.
Dexterity. How do I roll you? Wait, what? What? Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
There it is. A 7. Christ.
Oddly
Oh my
enough, that is not going to be enough.
Oh, what? No, that's crazy.
So let's
You're crazy.
Let's see here real quick. Let's oh nope. That's the wrong place.
I just know when I get frustrated with Roll20 and I switch to real dice, they also betray me. So you have to just stick.
Yes.
You have to stick with what you've got. Just accept it. We have no control over our fates. Life is meaningless and void.
So-
And everything is dark.
You don't even have
Sounds
the
like-
sword.
Sounds like you need the
somebody
sword.
needs it, yeah.
Oh my
But
God.
there's
Could
power
you-
in that knowledge.
So
I'll just become a nihilist.
as soon as you step in, these spinning blades come out of like these recesses in the walls, and they just and you are going to take 25 slashing damage.
Oh my
Ow.
goodness.
Ow!
But now you know where a trap is.
We're so
Okay.
good at D&D. Oh my god.
Do I get to jump backwards a square?
I'll let you. Yeah, since you were right on the
There.
edge, you can kind of like fall out of the hall.
Ow! I like to think that his sheepskin cloak just got like cut in half. Ah!
Flutters dirtily to the floor.
Oh God! Did we still have potions?
Yeah, we do.
Yes, we
still-
do.
Yes, we do.
We should have 2 graders and 3 regular ones total.
I think I found a trap. I'm sorry, I didn't see it.
You know?
Yeah, Rags is
Covered
going to
in
go ahead
blood.
and start trying to work on that trap,
Okay.
as I assume.
Can I use one of the graders?
Yeah, go for it.
Definitely.
What
First
is
come,
the
first
grader?
serve, baby. 4d4 plus 4.
Okay. Good.
While you're healing.
Kobolds are all about sharing and
Yep.
making sure people
Totally.
get healed up.
Mhm.
We're down to one of those though. So let's
What is your
So-
thieves' tools look like?
My sleight of hand check for it is a 17.
Wow, beat it by 1. Love it.
Nice.
So you hear a as the slicing blades like fall back into the walls, and they are now inactive. So you know that this 20-foot square-ish area is now clear, at least of the blades.
Cool.
Come back.
And I got
Move back.
15 points back.
Where
Not bad.
where did you move exactly from? Sorry.
Right here,
Oh,
where I am right now.
Rags, where did you move?
Right, to there.
Okay. As you're walking in,
Son of a bitch.
Oh god.
Well, I mean, he'd be looking for traps. So, is there any way I
Give
could roll,
me-
like, as crappy as it is, roll a perception? to
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yes.
Shoney. I'm feeling slightly more awake now after
it's a
being slashed to
13.
death. There's more
So-
rolling I can do.
Bracing.
I'm gonna say you're on
Yes.
you're on your toes a little bit more. You
Yeah.
do notice as you were approaching it, what looks to be like a seam, and one of the panels you realize is false, and it leads down to an acid pit that you
Ooh.
could have fallen into.
It's not
Cool.
fun.
Glad I didn't.
Oh,
Do we really need to make it to the end of this hall?
I mean,
'Cause this is like within the first 15 feet.
this is where it is, you know. This is
That's
all
where it happens.
it's
Yeah.
where all the magic happens.
Rags, keep sight of the riches.
No, that was me as a player talking.
Oh, okay.
So you have found one of the traps. So yeah, you can go around that now.
Cool. I
And
feel like we're
moved.
doing this Squid Game, like 2 glass panels
Yeah.
jumping
Oh.
bit. All right.
I feel like I have a really gruesome idea. I don't know if it would be helpful.
So yeah, I'm gonna move just past it,
run.
and I guess just to roll another perception. Like
Yep.
I'm constantly looking,
Yes.
but also other people may be better than I am at this, but other people are also hurt.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
and
they can come with you if you want.
Yeah.
And maybe it's
if you guys want to, and maybe
Can
get more
Crick
than
follow
one
his
roll.
footsteps?
sure.
and do
Okay.
that while skipping traps. So he didn't disarm that trap; he just detected it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
there was a hole in the
yeah,
floor.
it's just a
essentially.
hole.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna just follow
I
him as he detects traps.
have a very important question.
Okay.
Mhm.
I have 2 spells on my Roll20 sheet that I don't have on my original pre-made that you sent.
Yes.
They are guidance and shocking grasp.
Yes.
And I feel like, are they not supposed to be there?
No, they are. I reworked what the module had because it.
I see. I
don't-
cast guidance.
Yeah.
That would have been
That's guidance.
amazing.
Nice.
Sorry. Looking at the wrong sheet, everybody. My apologies. Everything else stands.
Listen.
What's that? An extra D4?
Yeah.
You've done good. Okay, and you're allowed that. All right.
Okay.
You're doing great.
Thank you.
2 thumbs up.
All right. Well, I guess I'm just gonna move 5 feet at a time, and let me know if I need to check for traps or
Okay.
make a perception check.
Yeah. So give me a perception. Go back. Give me a perception.
Okay.
Because you know that this area, that real red square, is clear. So that's sort of the edge of your knowledge.
I do need to be touching him in all fairness to do that, so I'm going to put myself in the room
Okay.
here.
Thank you.
That is an 18 plus 1. No, sorry, plus 3 from the guidance. So 21 minus 1 because my perception. So a dirty 20.
Okay. You still with that, you see, kind of what you're looking for now. You see another set of the blade trap. So go ahead and disarm that. Or you can just hop in there and see what it does. Maybe, who's to say?
Ooh, I'm gonna try and disarm it. We'll
Ooh,
see.
he's trying.
Oh, that's a nat.
Guidance?
Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, so guidance is a concentration.
Yeah,
based,
I
right?
think
It lasts
it's
for
a
while.
minute.
Yeah.
I think.
Sure.
I think it lasts for a minute. So that's it passes. It's a nat 20 plus 4 on the guidance.
Okay.
Plus
You
6. So 26.
as the blades kind of slide away. And you've cleared another section, at least, of blades.
Woo.
5 foot at a time. And tell me.
Yep. Let's zigzag a little bit
Okay.
and watch me zig right into another hole.
Okay. So far, so good.
All right, I'm going to draw the path that I took.
Helpful.
And let's zig down 1.
Okay. Everything's looking good so far. You can go ahead and give me a perception now.
Okay.
I would like to guidance.
Smart.
Just assume guidance
Just
throughout.
assume.
Yeah. It's a lower. Ew, that's not great. It's an 11.
Oh, it's just not. You don't see anything. Maybe the blades don't go any further than this. Yeah.
I can go back and
looks
cut
fine.
off one of the arms of the dead people, and we can throw it ahead and see if something happens.
I love that. That's,
Okay, I'll be right back.
insurance costs an arm and a leg, so grab one of those too.
How did you get so smart?
She got some
Yeah.
smartness knocked into her by some blades earlier.
Okay, I have this arm.
Just yeet it in there.
Bring this back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wretch says, fear is like a whetstone for the brain.
Do you want me to do like a strength check or something? Or
Yeah.
Sure. Let's see how far you get it.
Okay. Drink check. 16.
Yeah, you yeet it right into the center.
Good.
In fact,
Yeah.
when you do that, you see the blades, and the hand, as soon as it hits the floor and bounces, you see it crumbles away into an acid pit.
Haha.
Got a twofer.
There's more if we need them for later. That's good.
There's,
Let
what?
me know. I'll go back and get them.
Arms?
There's at least there are two, right? As high as I can count, it's two.
I
Two
yeah,
arms.
and then two again.
Obviously, that's all.
And then only one because
Yeah.
that one is gone.
They've
So
got
two.
We should
upper
get an
arms and
assortment of
lower
arms and
arms.
legs.
Oh, legs. Oh, yeah, good. Good idea. We'll
Okay.
resort to that in a minute.
All
All
right.
right, so to roll to disarm
Yes,
the
sir.
blades.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. Mm,
Guidance.
it's an 11 plus 6, so an 18. No, 17.
That does it. Yeah.
Sweet.
All right. You guys are doing so well.
We're the Ball Dream Team over here. Healer. Doesn't matter.
Don't need no healer. He needs heals.
We-
Yeah.
That's right. We just need back. So that's it.
That's all we need.
Tactics and a dream
Yeah.
and a slightly evil alignment.
Just a little dash of evil, you know?
Spice.
Just a little sprinkle of evil. That's all.
So, seeing as
dash
there
of
has
it.
been one blade trap after another, I would like to check for another one.
I think maybe that's smart. Like,
Nah,
Don't.
that's fine.
Actually, just Craig, throw another arm.
Okay.
I just imagine
Give me-
Creek's got a
hey,
bag
Craig,
full of arms.
Craig, real quick.
Well, that's Quonk. Is that it?
Crunch.
Crunch,
Crunch, because
crunch, crunch.
I used to bite a lot. I don't know.
Crunch, give
Ask
me a
my
hand.
mom about it. Okay, I'm gonna run back. I'm gonna go back over here. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna bring another hand. Okay, I'm back. Okay, here you go. And it's just like a bleeding stump arm. There you go. Okay, you throw this one. Take it. Take it.
I'm
Take
not-
it.
Okay. Okay, fine. He takes it.
Pass it up to
and-
you.
And holding it. Actually, no. I'm just gonna just bleh, just like toss it.
Just yeet it in there.
Just
Okay.
bleh. Yeah.
You do. It kind of flop into the floor, spraying a little blood here and there. And as it does so, it gets chopped up some more with, you guessed it, more blades.
Who would have thought?
Wow.
All right. So with guidance, trying to disarm these things, that is a 13 plus 4 plus 6. So that's math, but I think that beats it. 17
Math.
plus 6,
Yeah.
23.
Yep, that'll do it. You disable the last of the traps. And now you are before a massive stone door that essentially is, the last hurdle before you get into Vault 17 and get all of the cool magic stuff. And then you can take the fight to the blue scales. It's gonna be great. All you gotta do now is get in through this stone door.
Can
I
I?
feel like
go
we
ahead.
should have let the blue scales like just come through and just attempt to clear out all the traps for us. Like, yeah, go ahead.
That's
Listen.
that's an option, It was.
Hey guys,
Well-
come back. We were just kidding.
Just
about the
kidding.
Tiamat
Just kidding.
freezing thing.
Tiamat wants you to go over here. She's gonna detect magic just to like sense if there's any kind of like magic on the door.
Me, 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 me. Right?
Yeah, me.
So you do feel, you actually, as you get a little bit closer, you see around the door are these carved runes. And as you get a little bit closer, they seem to kind of glow. And you get a sense of illusory magic. But that's all you get.
She's going to Eldritch Blast through the door to see if it's an illusion.
It hits the door, like,
Okay.
kind of reverberates. It is solid.
I feel like these aren't marked very well. She is going to can I roll an arcana check to try and see what kind of spell has worked? Like not the school of magic, but like what is actually just basically to understand the trap or the lock.
Yes.
All right. Okay, it's not great. I'm remembering very suddenly that I think I don't have a good arcana. Warlocks are more of a maybe she's born with it, maybe it's Maybelline type of vibe and not at all smart. Let's see. I'll spice it up with a little guidance on myself. All right. So that's an 11 plus a d4. All right. 14.
It looks crazy, man. You don't even know what kind of magic this is. And it occurs to you that this magic was placed here by the Dragon Queen herself. So,
Mistress.
Gonna be a little bit higher level than what you can probably discern with magic or with an arcana check. It is a locked door. It does have like handles, and it's got a option for you to attempt to pick it if you would like.
I mean,
Can I examine the runes? You mentioned runes.
Sure, yeah.
Like,
You want to
look at the door
investigate
itself?
it, or
Yes, let's do that.
okay.
Or maybe I can just recommend that someone else investigate it.
I will tell you, Arcana would have been the thing to learn you up what the runes were. So if anybody has a better Arcana, you can certainly attempt it.
God, sure don't.
Sure don't.
I mean, I can try.
Yes,
But-
let me
You
swoop in
might
the
as well
barbarian.
try.
I mean,
Right?
try
Wait,
with
what did
guidance.
you roll?
Like,
Yeah, I guide. I can guide.
I'm gonna do it.
let's see. Wouldn't somebody assisting? Wouldn't that give me a advantage? Is that how that do?
Yeah.
Yeah,
how we
I
did
mean,
that
if
earlier?
somebody helped you and I guided you, then you, depending on DM's ruling, you could have advantage plus a d4.
Yeah.
This is more like a
So-
knowledge check, so I don't know how.
Let me help your brain work better.
Yeah, I mean, well, I mean, you'd be like, well, what about the? You know, you can talk through it together.
Yeah.
Or something.
Storm.
Yeah.
So should I roll that with advantage, or do they need to roll to assist or something, or is like how did that do?
I'm just there. Advantage. It's fine.
Pack tactics.
Yes.
I'm fine.
Advantage. Pack tactics.
Pack tactics. Sure.
Brain pack tactics.
That's
So then
right.
roll with, that means I guess roll twice, take the higher result, and then add a d4 to your.
Yep. And then add my mod, which is
Yeah.
a +1. So that is a total of 19.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just as it opens, or as it that lock kind of like you expect it just to make the little click, it disintegrates, and right below it is another lock.
Oh. She goes, oh, I understand now.
Sneaky. I won't pick that lot.
Okay, do it.
I'll pick
I
that
dare
lock.
you.
Guidance.
God.
Yeah.
Let's see, that's a 14 on the die. And what is this guy? 3. So 17 plus 6.
Yep.
So 23.
That one disintegrates. And then right below that one is a large lock comes into view. And this thing looks hefty.
Locks and locks and locks and locks. I just
Y'all are in a dragon queen's lair. She's
Oh, I
trying
know,
to keep it
I know.
out.
Rag's
We
not
are
happy about it
in-
though.
A Thieves Guild quest.
Guidance.
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 Go.
You said I could guide people. And I'm
Let
gonna.
me guide you to the truth, friend. Yes.
Yeah. So even with that guidance, it's not great.
Josh.
Yeah, it's a 9.
Use inspiration.
Yeah, you have inspiration.
I do. How do I? What is that? Just re-roll?
Advantage.
Okay, so I'll just roll the 20 again. Because that was a nat 1.
Well, roll
That would be
higher,
the
Now,
time
don't
to do it.
hey, you know what?
Gosh.
And a
Yeah,
nat 20.
don't do that.
Well, there we go. There we go.
Puny luck.
Worth it.
As
So that's total
Get dropped,
27.
lock.
very nice. As you, it disintegrates, and that disintegration, like the kind of particles shiver and shimmer up and around the door, and you see for a second the runes glow, and then they dim, and the door opens. And you find
Is it
Vault
like
17.
Abu in
Yes.
Aladdin?
Yes, it is. As you guys enter,
Also-
there is, piles of treasure. It's certainly more treasure than in your lair, in like the Redscales area, but certainly nowhere near as much as what is in the big pile room. But you see a few things sitting on like kind of marble. What is the word I'm looking for?
Daises.
Yeah.
Sconces.
Sconces.
Pillars.
Pillars, thank you. Like marble pillars. You
Hey.
see a few different magical items. What would you what do you want to do? You want to touch it? Do you want to grab it? What do you want to do?
I want to touch it. I want to touch it. I touch it.
So you see one is a ring. It's sitting on a very small pillar, and it's kind of like propped up all prettily like, and it's shining. On another pillar you see what looks to be just like a marble statue of an elephant. You see another that is laying out on kind of like a dais that is a staff of some kind. You see a cloak, maybe, draped over what looks to be like a marble statue.
I really need a new one. Yes.
Yeah, it's true.
Yes.
And then in the very back of the vault, you see one chest that looks very similar to the chest from your vault, your area. And it looks like it's just as secure as that chest was. So yeah, y'all can go ahead and kind of go in and see what's what.
I'm gonna look at that stuff,
Look at that.
Stuff.
and I would detect magic just to like see like a Christmas light display of all of the magical things.
Oh.
And you do, and it just shimmers and shivers, and it's lovely and it's wonderful. The staff, as you pick it up, it immediately feels kind of warm in your hands.
Yeah.
If you want, you can do an
Warm in your hands.
detect magic.
Test
You
it.
get immediately evocation.
Oh yeah, that's the mother load. Yeah, no, she just kind of like Darth Mauls it in front of her for a minute, and then boom, with like a heaviness, like stamps it on the ground in front of her, and she basically utters in again a language that is not hers a prayer, and the language that you all hear come out of her that's sort of woven in with it obviously is Draconic, but she says, "Mother of greed, you bless me this day."
I love you, Anne.
Chills.
You hear, or you get like a delighted shiver throughout your
Yeah.
body.
Oh,
Just kind of
I
like,
accept it. Yeah.
and you now have a staff of fire.
I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna look it up.
Do it, I dare you.
Fire.
What's next? What's what?
I need a new cloak really badly.
Oh,
Mine
you
looks
did.
so crap.
Yeah.
It got chopped in
deserved.
half.
Yes, it did.
Okay, you head over to that. Sorry,
What should
trying
I
to
be
multitasking.
rolling? That's okay.
You don't have detect magic. If you want, you can
Nope.
try an arcana.
Oh, no.
Okay. Hey, 16. That's not bad.
I would
With a
guide
minus
you,
one.
but I'm busy. Being
You're busy.
Greedy.
I'll say, as you pick it up, you feel it kind of doesn't feel necessarily like fur or any kind of skin that you would normally think of draping around yourself. It feels almost kind of thin, and as you run your fingers over it, it kind of feels like maybe veins. And you hold it up, and it looks reminiscent to some of the other creatures that occupy the tunnels. Kind of reminds you of a bat. And you get sort of this fluttery feeling of magic when you hold it. You now have a cloak of the bat. Wearing this cloak, you have advantage on dex or stealth checks rather. Y'all have dark vision, so that doesn't really do anything. You can use it to fly, a speed of 40 feet.
Give me that depressing sword. I'll literally be Batman.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, I was born in the darkness.
And this particularly is fun because the tunnels are all, with the exception of a few areas that have like torches or like, fire, lava, whatever, it's all dim light. While wearing the cloak in an area of dim light or darkness, you can use your action to cast Polymorph on yourself, transforming into a bat.
Bats?
That's a great. That's awesome.
Oh my god!
Yes, perfect.
Yes.
Did you happen to look up the Staff of Fire, Anne?
I did. I'm very pleased about it. I can't get over it. This is the greatest gift I've been given by a DM in a long time. So I'm resistant to fire damage, which is great because I don't know if you know me, but I don't have a lot of health. And I have 10 charges. For 1 charge, I can Burning Hands. For 3 charges, I can Fireball. And for 4 charges, I can Wall of Fire, baby. And I regain a number of charges at dawn.
Ridiculous.
That is ridiculous.
I'm very excited about it.
This is the joke of this whole game, right? Is like these little 4th level kobolds running around with these massive magical items.
It's great.
It can only go well.
I love it.
It can only go well. Okay.
You got like a mythical sword just chilling in some rags.
Yeah,
whatever.
Just got it wrapped up. It's fine. Okay, we got a couple other things. We still got a ring. We've got the little marble elephant. And then there's the chest. Who wants what?
Did you say there was a ring?
Yeah.
I want to check out that ring.
Okay. You can just pick it up. You can try an Arcana if you want.
I mean, no harm in trying. But before he does,
No.
yeah. Well, before he does, he's actually he's definitely going to, ask for that.
Yeah. She comes out of like her reverie and is like, "Oh, all right, sugar, no problem." Comes over.
Boop.
Boop. And I'll also detect magic to kind of help guide, just for flavor.
18 minus 1, so 17.
With it, you can kind of get a little shimmer. As you touch it, you can kind of feel almost like coming out of your head, like out of your mind, are sort of psionic tendrils, maybe? I don't know. I think you'll have to put it on if you really want to see what you can do with it.
I put it on.
As soon as you put it on, you know that you can cast telekinesis. It is a
sick.
ring of telekinesis. While wearing this ring, you can cast the telekinesis spell at will, but you can target only objects that aren't being worn or carried. So, you have to look at the telekinesis spell. It's kind of lengthy, but it is pretty damn cool. Basically,
It's a 5th level spell.
yeah, it's mind bullets, Kyle. Okay, if anybody gets that.
That's telekinesis,
There we
guy.
go.
But
Proud
it's
of
only
you.
on objects that are not not equipped.
Correct.
essentially.
Yes.
Okay.
Like unattended objects, I guess. Okay, so that's what you have now. Whee!
So that's all
neat.
the stuff that was on pedestals, right?
Yes, yeah. Well, there's
Well,
one
there's the
more.
elephant
It's the
statue.
elephant, and then the chest in
elephant.
the back.
Can I go check out that elephant with a little bit of a detecty woody woo?
Sure, you bet you can. Let me see. How does this?
Can you just infinitely cast telekinesis? It just
Yeah,
says
it's a
cast it.
warlock thing. Oh,
Oh
no,
my goodness.
sorry, I was excited
You
about
wouldn't
my
get it.
It's at will.
It's a warlock thing.
It's a warlock thing. You get a sense of transfiguration magic on this, and as you look at it, you can go ahead and give me an Arcana.
I will, and I shall guide myself in this quest.
Do it.
So what are you? What item did you pick up?
I'm looking at the elephant.
Oh yeah.
So that's a 19 altogether.
Okay. As you pick it up and you're kind of looking around at it, you realize that this is a figurine of wondrous power.
Mm-hmm.
It is an
Ooh, that
elephant.
sounds cool.
You can. It's small enough to fit in your pocket. You can use an action to speak a command word and throw the figurine to a point on the ground within 60 feet of you, and the figurine becomes the living creature. So it effectively works as a summon.
Gosh.
She is going, as much as she like desires this, she also knows her own abilities, and dexterity is not it's not great.
Mhm.
It's not her best.
It's not like my
but
best.
she's now seen her friends out there doing the thing. Friends firmly in quotations. Thralls, perhaps. We'll try anyways.
Yeah,
we'll
it's fine.
figure it out later. But she approaches Crick and says, "You're a quick little bastard, aren't you?"
Not as quick as I once was, but what fades with time, I get a little bit wiser, so
Well,
I'm still pretty
think,
fast.
I think this is one of those things where having it in the right place at the right time would help us most. And she hands you the elephant statuette.
So you think I should have an elephant statue?
No, all right. And she explains to you what it is. And she says, I go throwing this and, crunch. I'm like, Kronk, pull the lever.
That's what I keep thinking.
I know.
People.
She says, then Crunch gets crushed by an elephant, and I don't think we want that. But you look like you're pretty nimble. I guess I'm saying you look like you know where you could put an elephant. It's just as sexual as it sounds.
Just as sexual as it sounds.
I really feel like
so
you
well.
you should have leaned into the like, yeah, man, I just saw this and thought of you. And
I just thought of you, it just spoke to me.
Thought of it.
I just really needed to get this for you, It's like out of your
Yeah.
vibe.
bastard.
This
Look at
is
you,
a-
so
So, just throw it?
spry.
Yeah, she says, wherever the spirit of greed moves you.
I will endeavor to use this at the right time, mistress.
Okay. All right. There's only one thing left. It's the chest.
Just going for it.
Well,
Detect magic first. I know
I'd
it
like
is.
to detect magic on the chest, and then I'd like to guide whoever is.
Let me bring that sweet guidance
Yeah.
down on. Please.
The
God,
holy
the
light of
demon.
guidance.
The holy light of guidance.
Guide us today as we
You.
steal.
Guide us through trials and tribulations.
Borrow, not steal.
Malthus,
Borrow.
take
yeah.
a look at this trunk.
Please be with
no-
us, Malthus, today.
No magic coming off of this one.
Okay.
Well,
That seems very sus.
yeah. I think it's time to open up. She gives like a knock on it with her little staff.
Okay.
Beep, beep.
If you go to open it, it is locked.
Yeah, she calls Asterion. I mean, she calls.
Every time.
Oh my god.
Well, Asterion will comply.
Yes.
Yeah, you know who you are.
Yeah.
Yes, darling.
Yes, darling.
Oh, you need that opened.
Don't touch me. Sorry.
I'm scared. I love him. But Daddy, I love him.
It's a problem.
Yeah,
It's a
Asterian's
problem.
great.
Sweating. I'm sweating just imagining that Asterion is here.
Oh my.
All right. So I rolled sleight of hand to pick the lock with the guidance.
I'll
and that
bet
is-
you did.
Oh, I sure did. And let's see, 27.
That certainly picks the lock. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I'm gonna let you know. This is very similar to the chest in y'all's hall. So maybe.
So I'm going to back up and use that telekinesis to lift the lid.
Hell yeah!
I'm
Yeah,
so
like
proud of
it's
you.
it's genuinely like Mage Hand Plus.
Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm.
It's
This
mage
chest
hands for.
probably also has gas, so that's a good idea.
And you do. As soon as it opens, it spurts out like where it would have been right in your face would have spurted right in your face. It's hot
There's that line.
stuff.
Come on, chest
The
action.
line, and you're just like,
And
try and swing hard.
try to contain
I mean,
it.
typically.
Try,
Wait, hold on. There's a joke here.
Or just take it all in the chest. It's fine.
Yeah.
In-
See? Now,
In,
okay.
in
now
Dragon
Claire.
Queen's dungeon, chest spurts on you. There we go. We workshopped it. It's still iffy, but
Oh, God.
yeah.
That's the
Goodness.
soundbite.
Yep. As you open it up, I'm gonna say that your Eldritch sight is still going. As soon as it opens, you feel like whom, this kind of magical energy coming out. There are 2 arrows just nestled in this chest. And if you want to give me an Arcana, I'll see if you can
You
figure it
want
out.
Arcana?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was excited.
I mean, that's totally fair. I'm excited.
You
These
guys
are
talking about
exciting
Asterion,
God,
times.
I
and
cannot
then
believe I
you're
rolled
not.
another natural 20. So that's 21, 22 with my guidance.
As you look over this
Yeah.
this whole situation, you take it in and you get the magical sense. You realize that these are arrows of dragon slaying. So makes sense that they'd be locked up tight in the dragon's lair. Maybe she needs to take out other dragons. Who's to say? But don't want to.
How do
them
they
for
work
someone else.
against kobolds? How do they?
Are we dragon
Oh.
type?
We're gonna
Are
get
we
messed
dragon
right
type?
up.
Are we dragon type Pokemon? Let's see.
But like really though.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Okay. If a creature belongs to the type, race, or group associated with an arrow of slaying, takes damage from the arrow, the creature must make a DC 17 Constitution saving throw, take an extra 6d10 piercing damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
I mean, I feel like we're all a part of the quote unquote group, right? Like,
Yeah, I would
Like, the
I would
argument
think
could
that
be
you're
made.
draconic in nature.
yeah.
It's just basically, don't stab yourself with them. Is probably going to be the best bet.
Don't fall. Well, does anybody use a bow and arrow here?
Somebody's got a short bow, I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
she will pass these right over to you, and she says, "Honey, we are gonna get to the heart of the blue scales lair, and we are gonna show them just an incredible time. They'll be very dead, but they'll love the way
very
they love.
dead.
Like those people back there.
Yes, but so much worse. I don't think we'll ever have a problem with them coming down this way again."
I like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you like it too much, but it sounds good.
What? No, it's perfectly normal.
Okay.
It seems super normal to me.
This is fine. This is a-okay.
Everything's good.
Imagine you standing in the dark shadows of the cave, shooting your deadly arrows into thousands of people who cower beneath you because you are so magnificent.
Oh my goodness.
Mm.
I'm saying that instead of being rags, I could be awesome.
Oh, I thought we were going.
Yes.
Yes.
I am saying we can all be very awesome. And
No,
like
I need to be awesome.
you. Okay, all right. You
I'm
be
going to be
I'm
awesome.
already magnificent. So
yeah,
can
you be
all-
No, I am
awesome.
rags.
Yeah,
No, I'm Rex.
But I'm rags.
who's on
What's
first?
happening?
yeah.
Oh, God.
You'll be awesome. What should our cool new names be?
Oh God.
Well, it's
Let's
just
give
whatever
ourselves
happens.
something to shoot for on the vision board.
Oh,
Y'all
I'm
do
gonna
have
be
new
awesome.
items. You know, you could totally take on new names.
That won't be confusing at all.
No. Additional names. We'll say additional
Yeah.
names. Very Southern style. You know, like you guys can all be like John Michaels.
Hyphenated
Yeah.
names.
Crunch the Magnificent Batman, I think would be good for me. I like my titles already. And man, so that I remember all the man hands that I chopped off and threw into traps today in their honor.
That's beautiful. I love that.
I love that for you, darling.
Good.
One more time. The full name.
I already forgot. I'll think about it. I'll
Crunch
write
the
it down.
magnificent man hands.
Yes. Yeah. Oh,
Bat-
yeah, that
Batman hands.
That sounds right.
Batman.
Batman
Batman
hands.
hands. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, right.
Crunch
got
the
it.
Magnificent Batman.
Thank you for
hands.
paying attention. Good. All right.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Okay. Does anybody else want a name? Because otherwise we are going to move on.
I'm rags.
I'm
Put mine in
Rex.
the chat before I forget.
Oh, honey, your rag's ascending.
Oh. Oh.
Yes.
Oh. I
Ooh.
like that. Snazzy.
Rags mo better.
That's
Yeah.
just fine.
Rags mo
In
better.
transition
No better.
to awesome.
I would like to be wretched deceiver.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh
my
whoa.
goodness.
No.
Bye.
Wretched Hobbit.
Oh.
No. Halfling.
Wrong IP.
Wrong IP.
Wretched Halfling. Sorry. Forget where I am.
Sorry, the licensing minds have
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
taught me to be this
Yep.
way.
Oh.
Well, while y'all are thinking about your names, you can also be thinking about where you want to go next. I'm gonna put you guys back on the
Big ol' map?
the big old map, so you can kind of get a sense of what the hell. There we go.
What in the hell?
What in the hell?
What in the hell?
So you guys are currently in Vault 17, kind of right in the center. If you want, you can trudge straight on north through the gas tunnels and further towards the big pile. Or if you want, you can go check out the Riddle Room. You can check out the Monster Wing. The world's your oyster. But just keep in mind, the longer you spend in the periphery, the more opportunities the blue scales have to get to the big pile first.
I see. Well, I mean, I wouldn't mind having a monster, but I surely don't want to miss the Shrine of Tiamat.
But that's through the gas tunnels. So
It's all through the gas tunnels. You got to go through the gas tunnels.
So we could
Well-
go gas tunnels by way of Monster Wing, or we could go.
Yeah. or we could just go gas tunnels in the shrine.
Hmm. Good point. Good point. Yes, I think I'll go with Crick the Wondrous.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Wait, what were we talking about?
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Wondrous
I'm writing
gas
it down.
tunnels.
She's like taking out her giant grimoire and written down everybody's new names and the inside cover.
Love it. Love it. All right. So what's the play, gang?
I honestly don't know. Like I as a player, I want to see everything, right?
Yeah.
But I also know time is of the essence. And I don't know.
Y'all can
If
go
we-
anywhere you want to, okay?
If we have to decide or want to decide between the shrine and the big monsters Mobetta, then she will definitely support the shrine as the option.
Sounds cool. This Monster Wing might have more Batwing things, which sounds neat, but the gas tunnel to the shrine is good also.
Yeah.
I can fly there now.
Okay.
Amazing.
All right.
Sounds like we're going through the gas tunnels to the
Yes.
Shrine of Tiamat. Okay.
Did you say your name was Wicked Deceiver? Now, Mistress
Wretched deceiver.
Wretched Deceiver.
You know.
I agree with your recommendation. Let's go there.
Excellent.
Yes. Wretched.
It's a very, very trustworthy name, but most I've
Trust
ever heard.
the deceiver. He always.
Wretch for short.
Oh,
But I really like to put it all out there. Except for the times when I'm not.
Except for the times. Except
except for the
when,
times when I don't like it.
when I don't.
Sorry, what was
Yeah.
Crick? What was your name? Crick the
The Wondrous.
Wondrous.
Because of the wondrous staff.
Well, I've got the figurine of wondrous power and the wand of wonder. So
There you go.
Yeah, it's all happening.
He's wondering about them. Wondrous
Everything's coming up.
things.
Crick.
That's right. Crick.
Did we give the sword to Crunch or no?
yeah,
the dark
you did.
sword.
I'll take it.
Crick has
Here you
that
go.
as well.
This
Listen,
fits you better now.
Oh, okay.
it's really all
Talk
a
to
part
me,
of the
sword.
thing.
What do you say again?
Is it still wrapped up, or did you unwrap it?
Talk to me better, sword. Can you hear me now?
Darkness is all. Do you agree?
Yeah, sounds good.
Time is immeasurable and unfortunate. Do
Oh.
you agree?
I mean, that sounds pretty accurate. Yeah.
Everything is nothing, and nothing is all. Do you agree?
Man, I think I have to. That sounds really smart.
I have to.
Yeah.
As soon as you say yes, you are attuned to this longsword, and you now have the sentient longsword void. Wretch, you could kind of tell Crunch that this sword is pretty much the embodiment.
What's happening?
Bottoming.
You okay over there?
No, we're
Girl,
having a couple
got a
of
nice embodiment.
It's a lobotomy.
Oh.
embodiment of the negative energy plane. This is the most depressing sword in the existence of all swords, basically.
Huh.
It's a real downer.
It's a real downer. But you have it now, and I will drop that into your character sheet a little later. Let's see here. As you guys kind of make your way through the tunnels, you head into what you know as the gas tunnels. Typically, the kobolds as a whole, both red and blue scales, you don't like to traverse this area alone. It's kind of a labyrinth in that there's a lot of shoot-off passages. They all lead back towards each other eventually, but it's very easy to get disoriented and lost. But the most unnerving thing about the gas tunnels is the fact that the keeper of the gas tunnels is just so creepy. It's a kobold that you know has been mutated from his time spent in this area that everyone refers to now as the Stalker. And as you kind of enter into the area and you start to see the swirling greenish smoke and vapors that just emanate through this whole area, you hear from the ceiling these whispers. How dare you? I know you betray the queen. You steal her items, her magic. How dare you. And you can't quite tell where it's coming from, and you know that this creepy mutated kobold creeps and slinks in and out of the cracks and crevices all around this area. The other thing that you do know about these tunnels and the gas within is that you really don't want to spend a lot of time in them because they tend to cause hallucinations. And as you walk a little bit further in, or do you? Do you? I do.
That's more of a rave night.
Yeah.
I was big into that in my younger years, but I've grown out of it.
Just sitting in the gas cave,
Yeah.
learning
out
things
here
about
after school.
ourselves.
Why don't you, as you sort of head into the tunnels, there's really no other way. If you want to get to the big pile, you gotta go through them.
We're going in. We're going in.
Everybody go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Your guess.
Uh-oh.
Because I'm so good at those.
I rolled a natural one.
Well, that's not great.
Rick rolls a 5 total.
That is also not great.
Oh, sorry.
20 total.
Oh, lovely. Yes.
Rags Bobetta rolls a 13.
It's a 2 technically.
It's a 2, technically. Okay, I like that. Oddly enough, that still isn't enough.
Okay.
It's weird.
What?
It's wild.
The 2. What?
Everyone except for Crunch. Yeah. You step in and you breathe in. You have to. You gotta breathe. And as you do, you all see sort of this shimmering image of the Dragon Queen present herself in front of you. And it seems like the Stalker's voice and her voice have sort of merged and become like an overlapping kind of orchestra of horror in your minds.
Yeah.
And you hear and see this horrific image standing so tall, this red dragon, this ancient red dragon just glaring down on you. How dare you. And that's what we're gonna call it.
Oh,
Oh,
I do believe my chickens have come home to roost. Oh,
Well, luckily, kobolds love chickens, so yum 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 yum.
Oh.
yum, 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 yum.
Yum, yum, yum.
Guys, this has been a hoot.
Ooh.
Yeah, give me more of that fat loot at level 4. That's
Oh,
awesome.
yeah.
Good.
That all day.
It-
Let's go.
It is so silly, y'all. This is just so bananas. So many things can go so very wrong so quickly. And I'm just really looking forward to seeing those things go wrong.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
So we'll wrap it up here. We'll say thanks again to Norse Foundry for their dice goodness, and we will get those dice to our winner. I gotta check our messages. And of course, we want to say thank you so much to our amazing guests. Miss Anne, you were fantastic. You're fabulous. We love you. Love you. Claire, thank you so much for coming on for your first instance of STF and Friends. We are... I say we, the royal y'all, as it were. I'm just so freaking excited to see how this goes. There's a lot of things can occur, and I'm interested to see what path you guys take. So
Oh, boy.
I'm excited.
Mhm.
Oh, boy.
Mhm.
I'm to the moon.
What?
I said I'm to the moon.
Oh, I see. I see.
To
I
the
think he
moon.
said I'm Toromon, and I was like,
I
oh,
was like, who's that? Who's
To the
that?
moon.
I like
Toromon.
it. I'm into it.
Hey.
Thank y'all so much to everybody on Twitch who hung out with us. I know we had some audio problems. Fingers crossed that the VOD comes out all right. I'm not really sure what that was. I noticed it a little late. But thanks for sticking with us. We haven't set the next date, but we will post it in our Discord when the next stream will be. And we'll also put it on social media, so make sure to give us a follow. Thank y'all so much for hanging out. Players, thank you for letting me run you through this goofy situation.
I'm
hell
on it.
yeah.
Thank you, Emily.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is great. Oh,
I
We
think
didn't run too wild.
No, we did totally. We so well. We did so well, guys. We only did like one really pervy situation, so.
And got talking about elephants, and you got talking about that Baldur's Gate 3 character, and I was worried what was going to happen.
Yeah, there wasn't even one bad dragon joke. I'm in the upper echelon now.
We have
I'm
also
classy.
yet to actually see a dragon. We just
True.
saw.
Some of us just saw one.
Yeah.
Some
A little
of
bit
you. I love Crunch is probably just standing there going like, "What are you guys gawking at? Like what?"
I like to think that he's like flapping his cloak wings, and that's why the gas didn't affect him. Like,
I love that. He kind of like blows it away some. I love that.
That's Kron.
I'm about it. Well, guys, I think that's going to be it. We've just got one last thing. Claire, I don't know if you're familiar. Are you aware of the "We'll see ya"? We do
We'll
1,
see
2,
ya.
3, and then we say.
Okay.
It's very orchestrated.
Okay.
I've never
yeah.
done it right.
I got too excited and said it earlier. already,
Nobody
'cause I've
does.
never
That's
been
the
here to-
point, I think.
Yay! Okay, I'm ready.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. We'll
We'll
see
see
ya. Nailed it.
Crushed it.
Perfectly.